Hello, everybody, and welcome in.
We're in. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you all enjoyed
chatty.
your past. Yeah, we're very talkative today. It's a
We were
talkative
yapping.
kind of day. Yeah, we're yapping.
We're having a 40th birthday party. We're planning it. It's a big deal, okay?
Not wrong.
Yeah, something like that. Thank you all, speaking of, for giving me last week off, because I'm 40. It's a weird age. I'll tell
Happy
you that much.
birthday!
Happy
It's
birthday!
it's a weird age. 40 is so strange. It didn't feel any different. Like, it really doesn't. But I'm like, oh, everybody's going to die one day.
Oh, it's because you're kind of like, it's literally the
Dread.
midlife. It's literally the midlife, right? And you're like,
it really,
man.
it's weird though, because I'm like, I'm prepped. Like, I already know people are gonna die. My
I'm
life is
prepped.
gonna, yeah, like, it's all good. Then you hit 40, you're like, oh, it's all gonna come ending one day. That's really interesting. And then I smoked a ton of weed.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Correct. Anyway, we're back. Thank you all so much for letting me have last week off. I hope you guys enjoyed your past couple of weeks. We'll be jumping right into the game here. Obviously, you see we have like all the players here today for the most part. We got Bub, Dot, we've got Maggie and Tracy. Again, we were also just talking about how some people are real names, some people are internet names, and I feel like it's the same for me. It's like some of you are just internet names. Dot, Bub, I can't help it. The rest of you,
I'm
real
trying
names.
to get better at using people's real names, but it also feels weird. And Tracy's
Hell
like,
yeah.
You're using everyone's real name, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
know.
I
Maggie's
feel like I'm in
one of-
trouble now that you're a mom.
Yeah.
We can use given names.
Oh, I
Usually
can
we're
go.
in
You want me to
trouble.
mom voice you, Chelsea?
You
Maggie's like one of
Chelsea.
3 people that call me by my name. My mother has never called me David, ever. It's always been Bub. Oh, it's in my baby book as Bub.
Aw.
I signed
I do
David.
call my kid Bubs.
Aw.
Like, hey, Bub. Like, it's kind of like I don't know.
Now that I'm becoming an aunt and my nephews call me Dottie,
Yeah.
the family has started calling me
Oh,
Dottie.
that's cute, though.
I know. I didn't want to be called Aunt Chelsea. Like I was dreading it.
Well, then we got Tracy, Maggie, Dottie. Cute.
So my nephews
That's
call me
cute.
Dottie. And
Very
trust me, when
cute.
they're like, Dottie, can I blah whatever? Yes, honey.
Yeah,
yes,
whatever
you
want.
can.
Because you're not staying at my house.
That's right.
Do Mikey
Wherever
and
you
Bubby.
want.
I get Bubby. That happens.
Oh my God, Mikey! I haven't heard that since I was
Yep.
like 7 years old.
My cousin's name is also Michael, and we call him Mikey.
Oh.
So it's
My
That's
nephew's
yeah.
it's weird
Michael?
calling him that as an adult though, because I feel like it's like a kid or a dog's name.
Yeah, exactly. That's fair. All right, we're gonna jump into this. Who wants to give the recap of what happened last week?
We just
Or,
went
like,
on a
2 weeks
tangent. I'm
ago?
sorry.
No, I could
That's
go
okay.
on tangents
You know what?
literally for the
These
rest of the
people have
show.
been showing up to listen to us talk online for a really long time,
Yeah.
Maggie.
Yeah.
So this is not the weirdest thing I think
It's
we've
true.
actually covered live.
I can start
Yeah, what happened last time we
Because-
got together?
because it started with Elspeth because I was gone the prior week, so we were catching up.
You had rode off with Roman.
Roman and I rode off to a sketchy motel on Anarch on the border.
Roman took you to a nice sketchy motel.
Yeah,
Wait,
first time.
what were you doing at a sketchy hotel?
Oh,
Don't
just
worry about
wait.
it.
First time a man.
Is it what
took
I'm hoping
me
it is?
to a sketchy
Pets.
motel with thin bloods. Unfortunately, it really wasn't that exciting.
That was
all
Yeah.
That's
There
very
was some-
Well, it
exciting.
depends. What were you doing with the thin bloods?
Exactly.
There was one thin blood named Luke from Chicago. He was in the hotel already waiting. He was a little aloof. That's why I wrote in my notes. And then Jasmine, who was the thin blood girl that showed up with Roman. He had just met her like 12 hours ago. She's from Colorado. These are all my good notes, Tracy.
Excellent notes.
Yeah,
Actually.
notes. And basically
You're not just writing Roman's name in hearts over
Yeah.
and over again. You're just good notes.
that's later down the line. But
You have like a whole page and you're like a little thing with him.
yeah. Oh, I have to show you guys my journal updates. Anyway, basically he was like, "Can you help? Would love to keep I think it was Luke. Keep Luke at the quarry before his pickup comes because he's helping with the
He wanted,
thin blood railroad, basically.
Yeah. Like he wanted to stash Luke at the quarry for 24 to 48 hours. Already was aware, like, get approval from Janet first.
Yes.
Like he's like, I don't want to do this without Janet's approval. Janet continue because Janet gave you the optional option of like stash him in a mob hotel.
Yes. So that is essentially what we came to the conclusion of because so I took it back to Janet and the crew or really just Janet and David and was like, "Hey, this is a thing." And Janet was actually way more receptive.
She was
to
like,
the-
fine, I don't want to see it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to interact with it. You can put them up at a mob hotel. I'll pay for it. They'll be safe there. And
Yeah.
with thin blood.
Yeah.
So brought the kid to
Which, not to cut you off,
to
but
that.
also
Yes.
gave you. It also gave you gave your coterie an understanding, and even the viewers an understanding of where thin blood sit in Boston overall, because it's something you haven't really tackled all that much. In Chicago, when we played SOS, it was a bit more accepting. They were still looked down upon, but Chicago was kind of unstable, and thin bloods were a political tool. Here, it seems thin bloods are like not liked, ignored, potentially killed off because there was I think one of you brought up the scourge, or you were like, yeah. It's like not
I
really
did.
Caleb, and like he can be kind of dangerous, obviously. So like thin bloods are very, very iffy in Boston, and you learn that there's like some sort of underground railroad for thin bloods that goes through the country, or at least part of the country, to get them where they need to go. And it seems it moves through Chicago, which is obviously echoes of things that happen in SOS with different party members and such. But please, continue. So give you a good idea of like where Thin Bloods are in Boston.
No, we dropped him off, and then we had to go meet with Fiorenza.
Or Arturo is who we met with.
Yeah, you already met with Fiorenza.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Tonight
this
was the night
was
to meet. You're right. So many people.
her subordinate.
That's right. We went to like a kitchen, like a really nice kitchen.
His Airbnb,
His Airbnb had this lovely
he was
kitchen, and he had like
Airbnb.
he had a whole smorgasbord of food being cooked. He was a rather nice fellow. He was well dressed. Noted his suit size and style. He seemed less like an informant and a little bit more like a babysitter. In his vibes I got. He was like, look, I have to report. As long as you don't do anything, it's chill. Like, I'm not here to get you in trouble. I'm not a principal. I'm the guidance counselor.
Yeah.
How do you spell his name? Like, there's so many ways to spell Arturo.
Arturo.
Okay. Just for my notes.
No, yeah.
And
he said like he said things like along the lines of like, listen, like babysitter vibes of like, if you ask for privacy, I'll leave the room. I will simply just have to tell Fiorenza they asked
that
for
you
privacy,
made me leave the room,
and I left the room. It's like, not, no ill will when I report it, but just know, like, he was very upfront. But I think it also, you became more aware of what the devil's bargain was when you made the deal with Fiorenza, with him laying it out. He also noted there was no security cameras, there was no security guards. It was literally just him in a house cooking a big meal when you arrived.
And then he was taking it to a women's shelter.
He asked you to drop it off at a women's shelter.
To drop it off, that's right. We dropped it off at a women's shelter.
Because he likes to cook. He's like, let you know that it's like, cooking is just something I enjoy doing, even if we can't eat it. Don't want to let the food go to waste, so fucking go donate it somewhere.
That's all right. He's inspired.
Donate it to my stomach.
Yeah. I try not to make, it's a big
Betty will
shift.
love it. Yeah.
It'll be a big shift.
No, I'm thinking about Maggie. I'm talking about me. I like food.
And then I think at the end we got the reminder that David can choose to or not. He's repping us at the
he's like, you don't have to go there. He's like, you don't have to go.
But you don't have to go, or you can if you want to. But
it's all taken care of. Yeah, you can go if you want. Don't worry. You won't.
I'm sus as someone so nice.
Yeah, I'm still a little sus too, but it's fine. We're going to be nice until I have a good, hard evidence that I can be a total bitch.
Yeah. I think part of it, though, with one of the reasons it seemed like you were willing to trust him was because he was honest about how he was literally going to report back to Fiorenza.
Yeah, we did some checks against him, and it all came back,
Yeah, so that happened. You left. You went. I feel like there was something else that was at the that we kind of like left off on the end with. I'm trying to remember. I had it in my head. It was one of those things I feel like I had in my head a second ago, and now it's gone.
I feel like we did too, and I did not. The only thing I remember is we went to the Anarch bar.
Liz showed back up. That's
Liz.
what it was. Liz was at the very
back
last
from Europe.
Second. That's right, Liz. So you went to the bar looking for. Where did you go looking? No, were you just taking your? Just taking a break. You were just
we
like,
just
let's
stopped
go have a drink.
by.
So we went down to
the Magpie.
We went down to the Magpie Hall to check it out. Okay, down in South Boston. When we realized it was still clear and there was no activity, we went back to the Anarch bar to suggest it to Roman as a holding location, so he doesn't have to come to us to hold his Thin Bloods because it's in their territory already. So that's kind of why we were down there. Then all of a sudden, Liz popped up.
Yeah, she stepped into the bar. She was wearing a T-shirt that said "I got Eiffel Tower" with an Eiffel Tower on it, and she said something like, I made more money than I spent while I was there. And then that's kind of like where it ended.
Yep.
So I guess we're going to be picking up. All right.
Okay.
If we're good then, without further ado, let's go ahead and set the scene, rein things in, and see what our coterie is up to in the middle of the bar. It will be that scene. Our camera kind of hard cuts. There's no gentle fade in. There's no, ambient sounds of a sleepy city. Instead, it's the raucous noise of a half-filled bar somewhere in the middle of the evening, maybe 11 or 12 a.m., 11 p.m. or 12 a.m. You have one TV very quietly playing, ESPN reels from the earlier of that evening, from whatever games were playing earlier that day. And there, standing at the bar was all three of you, right? You were all standing at the bar?
We came back.
Is this
home.
at Red Salon or Saloon or
No,
is it different?
This is the dive bar out in Bruja or Anarch territory, right on the edge
This
of
place
Anarch
is called
territory. Riot Act.
Riot Act.
Riot
Yeah.
Act,
Okay,
yeah.
the Riot Act.
I think
Okay. I didn't have the name. Okay.
Did I join? I feel like I joined later. I feel like I
You
went
went
to
out to feed.
feed. Yeah,
you
I
went
went
out
to
to
feed.
feed.
You went to feed, but you
We
came
walked
back.
Roman down to show him the spot, be like, yo, use this. And then we all walked back to the bar and told us to
That's
meet
right.
you here.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah, because she walked in and she said she saw you, Bub. She saw David and said, "David," and she like ran up and that's where I described. She was wearing the T-shirt. She hugged you, and so that is the scene we kind of hard cut back into.
Is this the one owned by the Bruja?
Yeah, this is out in Edge,
South
just the
Boston.
edge.
I was
of
trying to
Anarch
remember,
territory.
this was back in January.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Okay.
It's down here in the city.
This is where the bartender with the
right
slash
up
throat
here,
sits.
Yeah.
This is also just a reminder as well. Roman, while he seems to mingle with the Anarchs pretty openly, or at least freely, he is a Bruja of the Camarilla. Keep that in mind. He may hang out around the Anarchs. I think there was a few times where there was like, you called him an Anarch, maybe not necessarily last week, but just write it in your notes in case it is, gets confusing. He mingles in between party lines.
What is Liz doing here?
She's back from vacation. You brought her to this bar.
Yeah,
You took her here.
she came to this bar.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, this is a place that
Yeah.
she's been. You took her
Right,
to,
that's right.
and she's coming back, having another drink, and you guys were already there when she ran in. So she has her arms.
And this is where Leon was giving fortune telling and stuff.
Yeah, this is where Liz
yeah.
also thought that
Yeah.
that David and Leon were a couple for a brief
for a
moment.
hot second.
I think
yeah,
this was
when we
this
initially met
episode
you.
I was out. The
Yeah, it
first
was.
time y'all
Yeah.
met Liz. Okay, so this is why I didn't really. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I too was out,
I
yeah.
was, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, then I look a little surprised to see Liz here.
Well, yeah, you knew she would, but you already knew she was on vacation, right?
Yes,
both of you,
yeah.
everybody knew where she was.
Yeah.
So our camera kind of cuts hard, opens on a close-up shot of arms being thrown around David, as David, I imagine, hugs back. You're not an awkward
No,
person.
I think yeah, it's very clear that he hugs back.
And like I said, she says what she says prior to the ending of last episode, where she says she's so happy to see you. And she's like, "You'll never fucking believe it. I left with more money than I spent when I was there. It's crazy." And she's smiling wide, and she looks to the bartender, and she immediately, she doesn't know any of you really drink, because I don't think you drank really last time, or she's only been to the bar with you one time.
Yeah.
So she ordered herself probably whatever seasonal on tap. As we're going to late summer, we're probably still doing Sam Adams summer, whatever you fucking
Ales
call
and
it,
stuff,
before
yeah.
Oktoberfest shows up. I'm trying to remember my old Applebee's rotations for Sam every fucking season. When I was especially out in New England, Sam Adams out there is everywhere. So yeah, she probably orders one for herself, and then immediately turns to you, David, and just points to you. What do you like to drink? We're celebrating, and I won't take no for an answer. Just saying. And she cuts you off before you even say no.
I think there's a moment of panic because David doesn't really know, and I think
fair.
deferentially he immediately looks to Janet like save me, it's the eyes.
So we see that, the camera pans up to David, and he's looking, maybe even a couple ums before he darts over to Janet, as the camera pans over to Janet.
Well, hun, let's see.
Well, what do
Okay,
you
do I-
want? And she looks to you, Janet.
Well, Janet knows what she was. I'm trying to decide. Should I do something that's a Long Island iced tea where it doesn't taste that bad, but it's going to get him really fucked up? Or do I do something that he might like a White Russian, something sweeter, a Sex on the Beach? I don't know what David likes. Honey, you want something sweet?
He likes milkshakes, so maybe something on the sweet
Russian.
side.
I
So
do like
good.
milkshakes, yes.
Mudslide.
Okay.
Oh, shit, a mudslide. Oh, poor, that's going to be one bad night for David. And it's just
I
going to
hate
be
that for him.
just mudslide after mudslide after mudslide.
Okay. David will take how about a mudslide? I'll have a glass of red wine.
What do you have? Is there a preference of what like red wine?
Well,
like,
do you think
are
this
you
spa
like?
has
I
a
was gonna
choice?
say, is it Cabernet? Is it gonna be
Merlot.
like Merlot? What is the trio of them called? Because there's that like dessert wine where it's like the 3 red wines.
I don't know. Dot doesn't drink wine at all because it makes me really ill. It gives me migraines. So
I love wine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. A cab. Well, they're not
my
gonna
soul
have
for
them.
you.
They're not gonna have them all back. Okay. So I'll take a Cabernet if they have it.
Yeah. So she's like nods to that, and she's like, mudslide. Have you ever? She may even look at David and just be like, have you ever had a mudslide before?
I have not. No.
You're gonna fucking love it. And then she looks over to Elspeth. And what about you?
A dark and stormy, please.
Oh, fucking God, right.
I'm the dark and stormy girl.
Oh, yeah. The bartender remembers, but Liz does not. She looks over to the bar. She's like, did you hear that? Because what the fuck is a dark and stormy? And the bartender just kind of gives her a half wave. She's like, I got it wave. And the bartender starts working on it. You know, get the blender whirring up for the mudslide. The dark and stormy's kind of mixed up pretty quick and slid your way. The glass of wine finished first thing and slid your way. Everybody, if you're going to participate, I am sorry, but I do need rouse checks.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, we're not fucking up this time.
Yeah, well, what's everybody's hunger at? No one needs to obviously rouse for waking
Oh,
up
I'm
because they're picking up in the middle of the scene.
1,
Let's go.
1, yeah, David just fed.
I get
2.
hungry, but it's fine. Plus, I have the 2 to be able to eat actual food.
That's true. Yeah, everybody would rouse up and can have actual food.
Should I rouse too, even though I'm not in this scene?
You can rouse for waking up.
Just
Yes.
so that it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Hunger 3 noted.
I'm hungry.
Hungry. Okay, it was my dog. So sorry, I just heard noises and I was like, "What the fuck was that?" So yeah, you all rouse up. The drinks are slid one after another. First is to Janet and to Liz because they're the ones that just poured from tap, poured from a bottle. Followed by the dark and stormy for Elspeth, and then last but not least, you get this huge, like almost margarita looking glass that is filled with just this shaved, like ice slushy looking. It looks like a milkshake in a weird way, somewhat, kind of. It's got that dark brown kind of like eeping through it. It looks like a chocolate caramel milkshake type thing as it's slid over to you. And you see Liz watching you with eager eyes to take your first sip.
I mean, he does. I don't know if they're like even. I don't drink as Bub. I don't drink really. So when I do, it's something it's nice and small and fruity. So if he's getting like a massive glass,
it's like blended ice, certain creams, cream chocolate type thing, and like vodka, and mint. I think it's like
mint is the grasshopper.
Yeah, that's grasshopper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I was asking Tech Mage what the difference was. That's why
I too don't drink that much anymore. But yeah, it's just it's a
if it's like
ice.
If he takes the drink and it tastes like a shake,
Kahlua, yeah,
he's gonna devour it.
It's like a milkshake,
Yeah.
but yeah.
I'll send you a
Take
picture of
your
it
time,
on Discord
honey.
real quick.
You'll get a
Like he might not come up for air, kind of.
brain freeze.
There you go. That's
Oh
what
yeah,
it
that looks
like.
incredible. I don't think he stops.
Yeah, that's
So
just what I
where'd
imagine.
you post this?
Yeah, that's
right
on
that's
Discord.
exactly what I imagined too.
That's like a fancy version.
That is real fancy, but
Well, maybe not that fancy looking at the bar, but general idea.
Matt is like, we did it different at Applebee's.
Yeah, damn right we did.
I've never seen a mudslide look that fancy. It was like in a martini glass for those who are like.
Listen, all right. This is like all. Now I have to defend myself. Like that's like the least fancy one that showed up in all these mudslide pictures. Okay, because like,
really,
look at this.
Now
shit.
I'm gonna look it up.
Here, I'm about to send you.
Maybe I just had sketchy mudslides.
Yeah, it sounds like some sketch slides.
Like there's some. This is shit that.
these are fancy.
Right?
Yeah, like could you
none
imagine
of those would be
you
what
showing
you
up
get.
looking like our Discord's about to be spammed with.
Just
Look
with
at
this
this.
mudslide
Could you
So
imagine
pictures.
the ones
showing
that
up
I've seen are more
Exactly.
like in the jars or cups ones. Those are the more of what I've
Same.
had. I've never had a mudslide in any of these fancy glasses before, but that is
Yeah,
love
that looks
that
just
for
like a
people.
milkshake. So
it totally is like a chocolate milkshake.
Yeah, I think
So-
David takes his first drink and then he like surprise hits his face and he's got like cream over his face and he looks. Janet, I did not know that this would be like this.
So we
Well-
watch as like our camera follows his hand, it picks it up, brings it to his lips, and we just see as he takes that first sip, his eyes just like snap open, and he looks down at the drink, lifts his head up. He's got that little mustache. Says that to Janet before. I imagine before Janet even starts answering, you're just like back to just like.
Yeah, just take your time. There's vodka in it, honey.
Does David take his time?
No.
Okay. So in the matter of a few seconds, we just watch as David gulp, 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 as Liz just watches her wide-eyed of like enjoyment and then wonder and then just surprise that she looks back to Janet.
David, honey, we didn't even get the toast in. You know, next time you want to wait till we get the toast and then we toast and then you drink. But it's okay.
And Elspeth, not Elspeth, I apologize. Liz says, have you ever gone like tailgating at a Patriots game before or anything?
No.
Oh my, he's looking to David when she says that. And she looks to the bartender and be like, can I get another mudslide here, by the way? David, I imagine, also says no.
David, no, he shakes his head no, but he walks to the bar and then he does the most irresponsible thing that you could think of in this moment. And he pulls out the wad of money that Janet gave him and just starts showing this to the bartender. I would like at least 3 more of those.
Does Janet reach forward and be like, honey, not all that money out? Because if you don't, Liz will. But I imagine Janet would react first.
Does the bartender look like she's gonna be kind to him in this moment?
Wits insight. That's
what I want to know. Because if she's not, then the threat goes to the bartender, not to fixing the problem. Sure.
Elspeth, are you sitting there just sipping on your dark and stormy and just watching?
Just watching this interaction.
I got three successes. Does the bartender look like she's going to be nice to David, clearly realizing he doesn't understand?
What I'll say is she doesn't look like she eyes the money in a way where she in a greedy way. In that way, she's going to snatch or rip him off or anything.
Okay, I just go, David, how about we ask how much they are first? What they cost?
Right. How much are these drinks?
There you go.
That's an excellent question, one that I didn't think of ahead of time. How much does a mudslide?
$14.
I was going to say somewhere between 14 to 22, depending on the atmosphere.
Oh, that's a wide range, 8 to 20, somewhere in there. So we'll just say these are nine or 10
I was going
bucks.
average.
Okay. Yeah. It's a $9 drink, and you're going to want to leave a tip. You want 3 of them. Do the math, and then count it out. The rest of the money stays in your pocket.
Right. Will 50 suffice?
I think that'll cover it all and leave a very nice tip. She'll probably add extra chocolate or something to the top.
Do you have cookies?
Oh, I thought you were asking Janet.
I didn't bring. I don't.
Janet,
maybe I did think it was. I'm the mom. Sometimes I had cookies in my purse.
That's what
David leans over. Do you have cookies?
To the bartender or to
Yes,
Janet?
to Janet.
Okay,
or to the bartender.
See, now I'm getting all kinds of confused, dude. You lean in. She's like, no, but we do have they have one dessert, and it's like a bread pudding.
Well, bread pudding's good, hon.
I love bread.
I would like to try that.
You got it. And she just puts it in. She's like, 3 more. She looks over to Janet and Elspeth, and she's like, when are you driving?
We will call, a Uber.
Fair enough. Also, she's kindred. Does she know you are? I can't remember. Yes,
she does.
Mark, yeah, she knows.
She knows. Yes,
she must have some kind of idea.
At least for Janet and Elle, yes, she is aware of that. David,
for sure.
Don't know. Probably good guess.
Okay, David, let's give us some space. Leave the money to make it. They'll bring it over to us. Come on, let's.
Yeah, she makes you drop the money.
Janet, I see why people drink now. This is delicious.
Yeah, honey, it's a trap.
So you get a couple more slid your way, and you don't drink the second one right away.
All right, now Liz has purchased some drinks and is very excited about her trip to Europe. So let's make a toast.
Yeah, we want to hear about it.
She raises her glass and she just is like, to places other than this shithole of a country, and she just raises it with a smile.
Shithole countries, yeah.
she clinks glasses, takes a big gulp of her.
I was gonna say, why don't we toast to luck, since you seem to be very lucky.
Oh my! She kind of raises her eyebrows and opens her eyes wide as she puts the drink down. She goes, No shit, right? Holy, it's got to be, maybe God is real. And maybe I prayed hard enough for
You
him
pray
to
a lot?
sneeze in my fucking, no, but you know, when things get desperate, sometimes you do.
Sure.
Like the bills were really tight, and you know, like.
And you just prayed so hard it manifested?
She shrugs. She goes, I don't fucking know that, or I am just super lucky. I mean, I'm not. She really raises her hands up. She's like, I'm not religious. I'm not saying I'm gonna be converting or nothing, but from being able to being behind on my bills, to being able to travel to Europe and then coming back with.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's just so lucky.
So how was it in Europe? Like, how did things go?
It was phenomenal. Holy shit.
Okay.
Frenchmen.
Yeah. Don't I know it?
This is what Janet just.
Yeah, I whisper under my breath.
do you look away like? I
yeah,
don't know.
I just sip my wine.
You like roll your eyes and you're just like, don't I know it? And kind of just take a sip and.
Eyebrow raise.
Yeah, we even see Elspeth like raise her eyebrows. I imagine David would react if he wasn't distracted by drinking.
I think he probably still like the mustache is growing on his face. And what is with Frenchmen?
Oh, that's a story for a different day, hun. Liz.
Did you meet anybody? Like, you know.
No one's names I can remember.
Oh, wow.
Frenchman.
Exactly. Really extremely rude, but eager to please at the same time.
Truly toxic.
She smiled. She's like, and that's why I don't remember any of their names.
Well, you know, Liz, good for you, hun. Really,
Thanks.
Just A++ gold stars all around.
I would love to go back and visit it again. You guys should come. Janet, I bet you look like you've traveled. Yeah,
truly a jet setter. Why did you come back if you liked it so much?
It was a vacation. I want some money. I'm not a millionaire. Only gonna get me so far. I still got a job to work.
It's true. Back to reality, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, we visited the diner. It's not the same without you, hun. At least not what I've heard.
She smiles and continues to take a drink. She's like, well, what's been going on the past couple of weeks while I've been gone?
Absolutely nothing.
Not much. Just business.
Yeah,
building up the quarry.
The business is almost open. We've been very focused on the business.
Yeah. Of course. It's Janet, always focusing on business.
Is everything okay? Did something happen?
Everything, it's fine. Why would it be
We
fine?
have made friends, and we have given food to a woman's shelter.
We did. Yeah.
I might have a new friend.
She likes riding on his bike.
Elspeth says that with that,
He's not a Frenchman.
No, he's not. We did go by your diner while you were out. Yeah, we had a little date at your diner, but you weren't there.
It's still standing, didn't burn down while I was gone, I'm guessing.
Still in good shape.
Thank God. And she like knocks on wood when she says that and goes for, sips on her drink some more. She's like, so? And she scoots over a little bit. Who's your new friend?
Oh, God.
He comes to this bar sometime. He was just here, actually. He left.
You introduced her to this bar, so she actually would not recognize anybody. She's not like a regular here.
Yeah. His name's Roman, and he's a biker.
And she leans back in her chair a bit. You see her eyes open. She looks you up and down. And she goes, it didn't make sense until it made sense. A biker seems, Elspeth, I wouldn't have put you together with a biker, but I can see it.
Yeah.
She leans back and takes another big sip, and she's like, I can definitely see it. Janet, what's Janet? She looks over to Janet. What's Janet's thoughts on the new friend?
Janet approves.
I have no say in your love lives. None of my business.
Liz holds you love lives. Let's not go jump into any excuses. I don't have a love life, Janet.
Mm-hmm. Not yet.
Is that the only look Janet gives?
Yeah, sure. Yes. Of course you don't. Of course, neither of you have love lives. There are no Frenchmen or motorcycles.
They were Frenchmen.
Leather
I don't
pants.
Know I did not bring their emotions home with me.
Oh, I don't mean you was in love. I mean you was making it.
Oh, well then. She raises her glass back up for another cheers before she goes for a big old sip. She got...
Though I think Elspeth here is she's taking the time riding that motorcycle, if you know what I mean.
Just out of focus behind Janet, as you're saying that, we see David sliding the empty glass over to the bartender as he grabs the next full one that he ordered and just begins to chug on that. You begin to feel it, David. I mean, it's obviously there is always that level of that kindred distance where you can't fully feel the effects of alcohol the way you would have if you were mortal. Though, much like you, Bub, that feeling is rare for me, even as an individual person in real life. So, to do your best, David is feeling, for the first time in his entire existence as David, tipsy as you move on to your third mudslide. You're a large person,
David,
but
honey, just remember, it will come back threefold, if you know what I mean.
No.
Okay, well, we all live and
learn. Janet looks back to, Liz looks back over to David real quick before looking back at Janet. And she, kind of takes another big sip on her drink. And she's like, well, tell me about this other guy.
What other guy?
To Elspeth.
Oh.
That's
really it. Like we just, met at did we meet? This bar, I guess. And we helped him with something, and he's cool. He's cool.
You met when his head was blown off on Janet's doorstep.
You decided between that detail is left out.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. You've really seen him at his most vulnerable.
Yeah. He has a bit of a troubled past. I think he lost his sister, and we talked about that stuff, just talked about life. That's pretty much it. Yeah. It's been good.
Liz kind of nods at that in an almost nonchalant way, like, okay, as she kind of spins back in her chair and she's like, sounds like you know him about as well as I knew my Frenchman.
I think we've been talking and hanging out a lot more. I think we know each other.
They're taking it slow.
But that's true. Yes, it is. It is
cute.
Yeah.
It's cute. David, you should take it slow, honey.
Then you look back and David's halfway through his last mudslide.
David.
It's like a heavy gulp as he probably puts down the glass.
Why do you keep telling me to slow down?
Because, honey, the punchline's at the end. It comes after. I'll lean over and whisper in his ear, you're not going to be able to process all that. You're going to throw it back up.
Oh.
That's going to be not fun later.
I know. But
it's a later problem.
It is
but
very good.
As long as
right
you are
now.
happy now, that's all that matters.
I think it is very good.
Hun, yeah.
It is not as good as a milkshake, but it is very close.
It's like an adult milkshake.
Exactly what it is.
David really has you really have a sweet tooth, don't you? I don't blame you.
I suppose
I love sweets.
I do. I have not had much. Should I try more? Is the bread pudding going to be good?
Well, let's hope. You paid for it.
Bread pudding in a dive bar, probably not my first choice, but
it's the only dessert they have, and it's oddly fancier than like ice cream.
I feel like bread pudding is one of those things where it's either like really good or not.
Not. Yeah, I guess we'll find out, honey.
It's a mixed bag, David. We'll find out.
Because it's all the old bread, like
exactly.
And you know what? If it's not good, I'll make you a homemade bread pudding.
Okay.
With no body parts, I promise. Oh, just kidding, Liz. I'm just kidding. That's a joke we do.
Yeah. I mean, you cut her off before she could even look at you weird. Just, you said it.
It slipped out, and I was like, oh, yeah. It's just a fun joke.
It's fine. I mean, the bread pudding eventually makes its way out, and it is on the not great side of things, unsurprisingly. But maybe for David, who's never had bread pudding, it's not like it tastes bad per se. It's just not great bread pudding overall. But it's sweet. It's sweet. It's
but you have nothing to compare it to.
Exactly. That's exactly the problem. Is like David has nothing to compare it to. To Janet, you'd be like, this is kind of disgusting. Even Elspeth, would be like, this is not the greatest fucking in the world. But David, it's your first bread pudding you've ever had.
Liz, tell me now that you're back from your European extravaganza, what's the plan?
Well, she takes a deep breath when you say that, almost like shocking her back into reality of like getting out of vacation mode. She's like, I've got another couple days off and I got a night shift to work. Just get back to it, I guess. I still got some money left over. I'm planning on putting it in a savings account and just letting it stay there, not touching it unless I need it.
Liz, do you want to be a waitress forever?
Does anybody want to be a waitress forever? And she smiles. Money's good, and I don't need a college degree to get it.
Well, what if I had a job for you in which you did not need a college degree?
I'd say I'm all ears.
So, our business is getting ready to open its doors, and we need a salesperson for the floor during the day.
She takes like another deep breath at that, and she kind of looks away for a minute, almost maybe chewing on it briefly before she looks back to you. I don't know, man. And she takes a sip of her beer. I hate sales.
Well, think about it. I pay you more. You get to hang out with us on the occasion. We come by at night. But
she says, well, what's I'll think about it, but what's the pay?
I mean, I don't know. It's going to be better than what she gets waitressing and tipping.
Sure. Yeah.
Like
so
a legitimate, I'd probably pay her $25 or $30 an hour to just sit there, answer the phone, take orders. And if somebody comes in and wants to see something, she's lucky. She will make sales. And Janet wants this golden goose on our team.
Yeah, she thinks, she's like, I'll think about that. Is a good amount of money, but I mean
9 to 5 benefits. You never have to wait on your feet.
I was a waitress, but obviously this was in like 2005. I made $2 an hour, and they expected you to make most of your money through tips.
Oh yeah.
So you made like $2 to $3 as a waiter or waitress. It's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah,
I don't know how much it is now, but it was nuts.
When I left in 2011, 2012, I was making $2.18 an hour or whatever.
What? Crazy.
Still,
yeah. And that's at like Cheesecake Factory.
Wow.
Yeah, and I was at like a fancy Mexican restaurant.
Exactly.
I make an offer that she shouldn't refuse. That's up to her if she does.
$30 an hour,
just to come. I'm just sweeten the deal. All she gotta do is answer the phones, man the front desk, put orders in.
You can go ahead and give me a wits insight when you tell her about it.
Okay.
Liz, and we would be working together because I work there at night.
At that, she smiled and she's like, that might have me think about it a little bit more seriously. Well, then she looks over to the bartender. She's like, hey,
I got a two. I got a two on that wit insight.
Okay, cool. With the 2, yeah, you can tell like she should jump at that if it's purely a money-based decision, but she doesn't. And when she brings up the diner, there's clearly other reasons beyond money that you can that are just kind of sit on the surface that you can tell is the reason she's not necessarily saying yes right away. Sorry, David, what did you say? I apologize. You said to her what?
That we would be working together.
Oh, right. Yeah. She's like I said, she said that might make her think about it a little bit longer.
Also,
David's an artist.
Yes, I am. And there are gates and security, so you would not have to worry about someone arriving and making you uncomfortable.
Working at a gated community does sound nice. She says this is a joke. She knows it's a quarry. She then looks to the bartender. She's like, hey, can I just get a burger? Super rare, please. Like, barely touch the grill. Yeah, thanks. And then she looks back. Oh, and another. And she points to her half-empty beer. Dark and stormy, looking over to Elspeth. Another wine, looking over to Janet. A 4th mudslide, David?
It would be my 5th.
She's like, I'm not counting.
Eventually, we are going to have to
hit the road.
Yeah, I know you're back. And we're going to come and see you at the diner, of course, and get a normal non-adult milkshake. But yeah, rare. You like your meat rare?
I usually don't, but the past, I don't know, I'd say the past couple of weeks, maybe since Europe did something to me. Maybe it changed me.
Oh,
she smiles. She's like, she laughs, but she's like, I've just been craving, like, Don't you do your steak rare, medium rare?
Oh yeah, no, I very medium. Just a right down the middle for me.
Beef.
So is that a no on the drinks then? You fucking lazy? Are you? No,
All
she
right,
would call you lazy. She said she would
we'll
call
do
you.
one more drink with you, but
You bunch
out
of
of your
grandmas?
kindness, and yeah, well, yes. Look at me. I'm tired. My bones ache.
She's like, Janet, what are you, 40?
Maybe.
She laughed. She's like, you're not old. Trust me.
Well, thank you.
DM says 40 is not old.
Well, praise be for that.
See, yes on another drink. She'll get you another drink. If everybody says yes, are you
I want to watch her eat. I'm only staying to watch her eat this burger. I want to watch her. I want to see, like, is this like a ravage consumption of rare hamburger meat? Because there could be some bigger problems than she's lucky.
Janet has a new kink unlocked.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I might have a better job for her.
Sure, I would say, the burger arrives as you're sipping on your drinks. Did David get a 5th mudslide?
I think he'll pass having that reminder of needing to purge after this is all said and done.
Yeah, when all is said and done. The burger arrives, and I wouldn't say she eats it ravenously like a fucking animal where she like reaches and she just starts like sucking the thing down. But there is, I don't know, she looks very hungry. The blood and juices that kind of leak from the burger, she dips her fries into it and like soaks it up in her fries, and she just seems to very enjoy it. She doesn't leave a single bite of the food left over the course of, I don't know, 15 minutes or so as she eats it.
Looks like you enjoyed that burger.
She leans back in the seat a little bit and takes another drink of her Sam Adams. She's like, that was delicious, and I'm still like, would you believe I'm still like a little hungry?
I couldn't believe that.
She's like, I can't. I just got back from vacation. I gotta not right now.
Well, do you need a ride, hun?
Oh, I'm not feeling. She's like, this is just my second one. I'm all right.
No, I mean, are you gonna walk it or do you need a ride?
Oh, I got a ride. Don't worry about it.
Okay. All
Thank
right.
you though. Thank you, Janet.
Well, thank you for the drinks and the company and the talk of Frenchmen. But you know where to find us if you want that job. And I gotta give her a card for the quarry.
Sure, yeah. I assume you have like some basic business cards that were made up. It's not hard to do. And as she's saying goodbye, she's like, hey, and next time you're at the diner, David, milkshakes on me.
I think I would like that.
It won't be like the ones you had, though, just now.
I can say that the diners are better.
Did you see her eyes light up a little bit to that? And then she says goodbye to all of you, but hugs David goodbye. And the three of you leave the riot act, having spoken with Roman.
Yeah, because it's kind of the end of this night, right? We were already at the end of it, so we need to get back before sunrise.
Of course, yeah.
Just curious, what's our day in game? Do we have a decisive day on this?
I mean, no. We can give you I can give you a decisive day
sure.
if you want it. So she's probably going to be picking up a shift. She's probably going to start working on Saturday. She's got a couple days off, so it's probably Wednesday.
Yeah, I was thinking middle of the week.
Okay.
Plus, we have, and then the only other time thing we have is trial is tomorrow, if we want to show up.
If you want to show up, you can do whatever you'd like.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess we should head back to the quarry and get indoors before sunrise.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to get back before sunrise. Yeah, it's late in the night for sure, but you still got a couple hours, and you're only like a 15-minute ride.
Why would she be craving red meat? Is she pregnant?
I don't know. Is she a werewolf? I don't know.
That's really where we jump to is werewolf. Yeah, is she pregnant?
So as you get the car, the door shut and the engine start, the first thing out of Janet's mouth is that.
You're telling me this girl is lucky enough to win 2 lottery tickets back to back, gets over to Europe for a 2-week vacation she can now afford out of nowhere, only to win more money, come back here, and then craving red meat? What is this, Twilight Zone?
I don't know. It is a lot of weird little things, but maybe it's all just coincidence.
Steak tartare is a normal cuisine in France and other European locations.
Could just be a strange coincidence.
It was the word she used. I've been craving.
That's why meat. Yeah, something about that feels.
It's different than being like, yeah, no, I order all my burgers rare.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not what she said. She said she has recently been craving red meat. Why? Is it iron low?
I crave milkshakes. What does that mean?
I want this
Is
golden
there
goose
like
on
a
our team.
level of worriedness or nervousness in David's voice when he says that?
I want
You're pregnant, David.
her
No shit, David.
to work for us. David, you can't become pregnant, honey. You have nothing to worry about. I want her on our team. Could you imagine her that lucky making sales for us at our business?
That's true.
Aren't you glad that I helped Liz that night then?
Honey, I'm always glad for just about anything that you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is David, out of curiosity, again, the car is rolling and as it hits the road and we've got orange street lights kind of like washing over the car. A couple of the street lights are dead. As we see David, does David like look smiley and relaxed in the back seat as he says that? And like you got
a little tipsy.
yeah, Janet and Elspeth in the front looking fine, and then when the light washes over David rhythmically, we just see him like smiling and a little bit more loose and relaxed in the back seat.
David, honey, Liz seems to have a real soft spot for you. I want to make sure we keep an eye on her, for good or for bad.
Do the other two know what you did to Liz, David?
Yeah.
So that might come to mind.
Oh, right.
It's because I
Almost
gave
forgot
her
about
my
that.
blood.
No, David just says it. So
Ah,
Now
Right.
it all makes sense.
and now that you
Almost-
think about it, go ahead.
almost-
Yeah, I was gonna say,
She-
go ahead, you do the math. You're coming up on a month.
She was in trouble.
craving the meat.
She's not craving rare meat. She's craving your
David's meat.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Almost forgot about that, David.
Is this like Ivy all over again?
No.
It's a little different.
Okay. Remember we talked about ghouling? Remember we've talked about when you share your blood, it
Yes.
can. Okay. Ghouls need your blood regularly to maintain that bond. And if they don't get it's kind of like a withdrawal. They're gonna start craving it.
Yes.
And yeah, so I think it's time that maybe we either spike her rare burger, or we have a conversation with her about her need to digest more.
Is this why Elle has been spending more time with Roman? Did he give you his blood?
He didn't give you his blood, did he?
No.
So I imagine just visually when
Just
David
the
says
eyes.
that, and then David goes out of focus as Janet and Elspeth come into real tight focus, and Janet just goes, "He didn't, did he?"
Did he?
Like this real dead serious.
Okay.
No.
It
Okay.
was there were just a lot of talks of important things like love lives, and
This is a little more hormonal than that, hun.
Elspeth's eyes just roll.
if you are interested in that, there are many people at the Snapplebees that are very interested in hormone exposition.
We are not gonna share hormones, biological matter at all this evening. I think what I'm trying to say is we need to have a real conversation with Liz, because she is never gonna be satiated till she gets more blood.
I think David leans in, like completely ignoring what she's saying, and it's probably within a slightly uncomfortable space to Janet's face. How important is sex to kindred?
Well, honey, I guess that depends on the kindred.
The seats creak as he like leans forward in the car.
Elle, is sex important to you as a kindred?
Not more than it was as a mortal.
That did not give me an amount.
No, it's not important.
It's not important. Then why do I feel something inside of me that tells me that it is important?
Well, honey, it's because you're a sex icon.
Uh,
Look at you. You're a
They're-
very attractive individual. You prefer to wear no clothing in which you show off your beautiful body. By all standards, people are attracted to you. You're feeling their hormones bouncing off of you. You know what I'm saying?
Then
There are some stereotypes of certain clans, like the Ministry and the Toreador, that are a bit more.
They're horny.
And it's a stereotype. Not all of them are, but a lot of them tend to be.
I do not like to wear clothes, but I do not like the way that people look at me sometimes.
Well, honey, this is why most people wear clothes.
Am I supposed to be like most people?
No, you are supposed to do what you want to do. Just know if you don't wear clothes, eyes might be on your body.
Should I have more sex than to feel more comfortable?
Hun, nobody chooses sex for comfortability.
But if I did it more, then it would feel more natural, right?
Maybe.
There is some form of logic there, though I feel like it's a little skewed. I think if you want to have sex, you'll know it.
How?
Yes. You feel something.
You're
what
gonna.
will I feel?
Well, hun, you'll feel some blood pumping. That's for goddamn sure.
I feel that way about milkshakes.
Well, honey, and maybe you're attracted to milkshakes. Not everybody has the same, flavor. Who am I to yuck your yum?
That sounds ridiculous, Janet. I do not want to have sex with milkshakes.
I know, honey.
It's just one of those things, David, you know when you know.
How about this? Sex was only something I needed to do as a human to make money. Now that I'm a kindred, I don't give a fuck about sex unless it's sex appeal and it makes somebody sign a contract.
To make money?
Oh, hun. That's a conversation for another day.
Just again, when you know, you know. It's an instinct that's deep, not just as, the beast is in our core, like in us as a person. It's to your core, it's a mammalian instinct.
Can you tell when someone wants to have sex with you then?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
There are very, very specific signs.
There's just an awkward. Now, when you say that, there's just like an awkward moment of just silence as we hear the car's engine and nothing else as David processes.
I don't know how I am supposed to feel about that. I've received strange looks from Ivy, and I think that she wants to have sex with me, but I am not sure.
Are you interested? It's a two-way street.
I think Ivy is very pretty, but I do not know what I'm supposed to feel.
Well, we can't tell you what you're supposed to feel.
And
you have to figure that out. But do you want to have sex with Ivy?
I don't know. I don't know what I want.
Well, then this is what flirting is for.
Yes, getting to know a person and going on a date.
That's why. That's why she rides on the motorcycle, Flirt.
Yes.
How do I know the difference between flirting and when someone is being kind to me?
Oh. Well, hun.
Sometimes you can't tell, and then they get mad at you.
This is the mortal male problem. Is that they can't really tell the difference. But what
some of them are dumber than others.
It's an epidemic for some.
What I will tell you is that it is different. I'm kind to you, but honey, I've never flirted with you.
I think I understand that.
Okay.
Yes.
So,
yes.
What about Betty, on the other hand? Very hard to tell.
That's true.
Well, Betty's very confusing, and we don't use her as baseline zero when we're judging human interaction, okay?
Things like body language,
Your
things
Betty
that they
starts
say.
Tingling. You just have all three of you just have this weird feeling you're gonna see Betty soon. You don't know why.
We put it out in the universe, and now she's gonna appear.
Yeah, you just have a weird feeling Betty is gonna be around again soon.
Mm-hmm.
I do not get that feeling from Peggy, though she makes me feel very comfortable.
Yes, she is nice to you, but she is not flirting with you.
Yes.
Yeah,
I did not understand. What was I supposed to feel with the woman in the trash yards?
Honey,
that one's an enigma.
Yeah, I can tell you how I felt, but I can't tell you how you're supposed to feel. If you were attracted to her, I'm sorry. I mean,
I do not think that I was attracted to her. I do not understand the laws of attraction.
It's been like what, 24 hours, 48 hours since you've seen Fiorenza?
It's been
48 since
Fiorenza?
Yes.
2 days.
Yes, 2 days, 48 hours.
I ask because when he brings up the Witch of the Yards, go ahead. Unless you have thoughts, Janet. You're about to have thoughts.
No.
Miss-
Your thoughts. No, your thoughts first.
Miss
I
Fiorenza.
want your thoughts. I am.
I'm just trying to. I'm scared.
Well,
Miss
why?
Fiorenza,
Because
she touched me the same way that the witch touched me.
That's what I was getting at.
oh, I see.
It was
I
almost
see.
like a mirror image of how the Witch of the Yards, remember, she did almost the same movements verbatim to what Fiorenza's is. Something I didn't bring up during the Fiorenza inspection.
Okay.
No, I picked that up.
Okay, cool.
So Dave, because fucking Janet didn't. Okay,
David would make sense. David would be the one that picked it up because it was him.
I see. You felt like the kind touches of these two women were a little more than just kindness, but weren't quite flirting. You're confused by the interaction.
I felt like the witch was seeing something in me that I could not see, and that I was like an experiment. But I felt like Fiorenza was determining my value. But if I can be honest, I did like the way that she touched me.
Oh, okay. Well, that's new.
We're on to something. Okay.
So, just so we can clarify here, you enjoyed Fiorenza touching you.
Yes, she had very firm but soft hands.
Like an older woman.
Got it. Okay. Well, we all have mommy issues.
David?
Does he like it? Oh, I don't want to.
Okay.
David, there could be other things. I want just you to know all of the options. You could also be asexual and not super sexually attracted to anybody or anything. That's a possibility too. You don't have to force.
And what the library's for?
Why do I feel like my body was designed for performance?
That doesn't mean anything. You
did not see the faces of the man and the woman that night in their home.
Yeah. Well, I think we're talking about maybe two kinds of performances. Our most recent information has kind of revealed that maybe you were designed to be a weapon.
A tool.
Yeah, hon.
You were designed for multiple things.
But that does not mean that is what you have to be. Nobody gets to tell you that.
Why would they make me beautiful if I was not just a tool?
Because, honey, beautiful things get away with a lot more before anybody else.
I think you say that. And, David, you might even think of Caleb.
Like Mr. Bazary. He was a very handsome man.
Maybe. Rude.
He was. I saw the way that you were happy to shake his hand.
Yes, I was happy to shake his hand, but not because he was attractive.
It made me feel some kind of way. I wish that I could look as good in a suit the way that he does.
Honey, I can make you a suit. That fits much better. Trust me, he needs a new tailor.
He did not seem interested in speaking with me.
Now, Mr. Arturo, on the other hand, he has a fantastic tailor.
I like him. He seems very nice.
Yes, he does seem nice. It's almost off-putting.
Should I be worried?
No, I don't think we should be worried, but I do think we should avoid telling him you've killed a gangrel. You know what I mean? Maybe we just keep that on the DL till we get some more information.
When will we see him next?
Well, I imagine we'll see him within the next 24 hours. Once the trial has completed and he has represented us in whatever way he plans to do so,
right.
he'll be around.
Yeah.
I was thinking of going to a bar tomorrow.
A bar? That sounds great. Wait, okay, hun. Any particular bar?
There is a bar that we have passed by many times, and I look inside and I feel something like a memory there.
Oh.
Well, all you had to do was say so. Where's this bar at?
And I'll give her the loose description of that bar, and it's from like session 1 where Mathis is like, that there's a bar right there that every Thursday night there's a guy that goes in and he drinks and has like a full thing of like red vine. Okay.
Well, I'm not going to stop you from going bar hopping.
What do I do if I know this person?
Oh, you mean if they recognize you, or you recognize them?
Yes, if I recognize them.
Well, we have to go with the facts here. That is that they're probably not going to recognize you, so don't.
No.
don't freak them out, and we don't want to reveal you have wings or any kind of special abilities, especially if they're mortal. We want to keep the masquerade in the front of our minds, but it might be worth figuring out who this person is.
Will you two go with me?
Oh yeah, hon. If that's what you need, yeah, we can go to the bar.
Yes.
I feel a little like I'm cramping your style. You know what I mean?
No, I do not think you're cramping my style.
Well.
You hear well, she throws a blinker on, and we turn to the left a bit down the kind of side road that is still paved but not well taken care of, that leads down to the quarry. A few more minutes go by, and unless any more conversation in the car is to happen, David leans back, probably satisfied with the answers in the conversation. And as you park the car up by the quarry and David steps out, all the booze has to come out. All the three of you unceremoniously kind of have to step away and get rid of the booze that sits in your belly quite happily.
I can hold mine a little bit longer since I have the 2 dots, yeah.
Elspeth cannot, Bub cannot, and the sun's coming up, so I imagine you all quietly step away. And out comes the alcohol, all tasting of ash as it comes back, as the blush of life fades away, and you kind of return to your corpse-like state. It's just ash and nothingness that sits on your tongue as it all comes back up. You all reconvene, and it is, like I said, the end of the night. Is there anything else the three of you want to do while you're here, or is it the evening close as you wrap up here?
I think that's it.
That's it. So as the evening closes then, and everybody goes to sleep, everybody go ahead and make me your rouse checks for the next evening. Yeah.
Was mine already from what that I rolled earlier?
You're fine. You don't have to roll.
Okay.
I need to feed again.
Yeah, what are you at, 3?
3.
I also need to feed.
I'm just gonna
I failed.
In Janet's life, I'm good.
What does that put you at, Elspeth?
3.
Oh, I thought that put you at 4.
No, I succeeded my last rouse.
Okay, good. Nobody's at 4 then?
No.
Okay,
Thank
good.
goodness not.
I thought we were on the
Not
verge
yet.
of somebody hitting 4. Yeah, not yet, but let's hope that doesn't happen.
That's why I was wondering if I needed to roll again, because I was like, oh boy.
And something we didn't do, obviously heal all your willpower that was used from last week, or however many you have to. And well, we're at a break point, so as you all rouse, we can fade to break. We'll be back in a few minutes. I'm going to go refill my coffee, and we'll pick up the second half as Betty wheels her way back into our lives.
Okay.
Ready?
Beer beat.
Yeah.
And we're back in.
Welcome back from break. I got my coffee. I'm ready to jump back
Not
into this.
getting another coffee.
So obviously, we want obviously to go to the bar with David, which we'll tackle here in a minute. But Betty, what was the last thing we left you off with? Do you remember?
Let's see. I think I was with the group at that point.
I
we arrived at the quarry because we had a paper and envelope. What was that?
Paper.
I know Roman
envelope.
came to pick up Elspeth because there was like.
Yeah, that was what ended up being the thin blood.
Janet gave Betty an envelope.
Probably. Well, so you came back from the club. You had
It said burn after
stuff.
reading. And there was a shell casing in there.
That was the shell casing that we had.
And the photocopy of something, production schedule of some kind of warehouse printout.
Yep.
For the past 2 years, with a close up of bullet casing, a different one. And then the weird thing was the number wasn't getting pictured properly in all the pictures. They were all messed up. And then the production warehouse that created these bullets isn't, and it's not to be produced for 18 months. So it's like a bullet from the future.
It's literally you've only been away from the coterie for like 2 days.
Okay. So I think that is probably what Betty went off to look for.
Was to look into this warehouse.
Give me then, Betty, an investigation streetwise. No, that's not the right stats. Let me pull up. What do I have you roll? What do I want to have you roll for this? Let me look.
Like that everyone's like, oh yeah. I was like, I wrote it down because it was a lot of details.
I remember the envelope.
We did fill Leon in a little bit so that maybe he could look into anything like weird Malkavian weirdness, but we let him know that like this bullet and stuff didn't quite line up. So we filled him in on word of mouth, not the actual, because you have the physical. So
I have the physical, yeah.
I would accept intelligence, streetwise, or investigation. Both would work because you've only had 48 hours, so you're not going to get a ton of information. But there is something you can attain in the next 48 hours.
Okay, I can do intelligence or streetwise, whichever you think will get me at the best.
Well, what's a better role for you?
They're both the same.
Okay, so. I personally think intelligence investigation is your best bet on this one.
Oh, okay. Investigation isn't. I have no points in that.
Oh, then go streetwise.
Okay. Streetwise, and it would be intelligence. Okay. Cool. All right. Let's see. Oh, I will. Do I want to rouse for this?
What's you're at 3?
I'm at 3.
Putting yourself at 4 risks. Once you feed at 4, you're risking hunger frenzying, so it's your call.
I definitely need to feed at some point, so that will be. But I will do this roll first, and then we can figure out feeding. I want to rouse, but for the extra dice, but that's too scary.
Yeah.
2.
Okay, with 2, within the past 48 hours, you were able to locate where this warehouse was. You could, and you located it. I mean, go ahead and tell you exactly what town it's in. This is off. I would say it would be up in East Boston, over by like Ministry, Lupine area, like that border between the Lupine Ministry area. I can ping the map. It's up in this zone.
Okay. Ministry. Okay.
And the name of the production company that is using the warehouse, producing the bullets, if you want to write this down, is Halberd Defensive Manufacturing, LLC.
Okay. Halberd.
I can throw that in Discord for you.
Okay. Just so I have the spelling proper.
Yeah. Like the weapon.
Okay. I had it spelled properly. All right.
And they have a public tagline you'd even find on it. Their public tagline is precision, reliability.
I just saw
an American made.
Question in their math.
Oh, you
did not see that question before. So
listen, he liked Fiorenza touching him, so maybe he's into that kind of stuff.
I just saw that in there. Okay.
And that's its like public tagline. That's all you'd be able to get off of a 2 success.
Okay. I mean, I'll take that. Interesting. And so this is...
That's what you got in 48 hours. And a lot of it, as I imagine, if we were to like get a montage of Betty going through it. I imagine it's a lot of speaking to the homeless network, making your way across town, and eventually just kind of finding your way up and then that direction. And you can bring that information back. Yeah, go ahead.
So I know I know the location in which this manufacturing building warehouse is, and that is in that space. Is the warehouse, does it look like the warehouse is abandoned? Is it like,
no, it looks like it's
functional?
Yeah, it looks completely functional. There's like security, people working there. It is clearly operational.
Okay.
And what you're able to find, again, Halberd Defense Manufacturing, they produce ammunition from 9mm, 45, 5.56, 223 Remington, like your typical ammunition you'd find in any ammo shop that I Googled over here. I imagine 40 S&W is 40 Smith & Wesson.
They don't produce the weapons, just the ammo.
No, just the ammunition. They're an ammunition production company, as far as you can tell.
Does it look like, what's their security like? Pretty
high. It would be difficult for Betty. You couldn't make a decision one night, Betty, to be like, you know what, I'm going to go break in without really needing some planning. They have high security cameras at the gates. They have tall fences with barbed wire at the top. They have private security that you can tell walks back and forth. Stuff that you could easily pick up on in the 48 hours you're out there. So yeah, if you have questions, I'll let you know if we figure it out. But yeah, nothing like the warehouse over by where you just were picking up that package, where it's minimal security. This is pretty high security.
Okay. That helps me. All right. I got information I can bring back to Janet. She didn't really explain what I'm guessing this is the bullet.
Well, it's tied in with Mutt in some way. The bullet, it's not the bullet that killed Mutt, but that whole...
We're assuming that it potentially is the same gun that shot Roman, shot his sister, and shot Mutt. So we're just trying to get to the bottom of we're pulling at the strings we have, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So Mutt, Roman, who was the other one? The girl?
Roman's sister,
Roman.
That died.
Sister. Yeah. You have the name right, Elle?
I do, yes. Somewhere in my notes.
I'll add it if
I wrote it down. I did.
I might as well.
Charlotte is her name.
Charlotte.
Oh,
That
Charlotte.
sounds right.
And like I said, the montage with Betty, we see her having, passing some money along, having conversations with people in shady alleyways, using maybe a couple motions with her fingers and creating a distraction or an illusion to kind of hide herself in. Eventually, she finds out all this information. Is there any other questions you would have that you would be curious about, Betty, about this little company that you found that maybe I can give you more answers on with 2 successes?
I'm trying to think of what else. I think the answers I need in regards to the bullet so specifically, especially since it's not something that's going to be produced for another 18 months, I'd probably have to get Leon to do some cyber hacking, I'm guessing.
Sure.
So I think the questions that I have, you're probably not going to give me an answer for 2, and having not gone inside yet.
Probably not. Yeah, just adding, but yeah. So eventually,
because the rest of my questions all have to do with that bullet. Like,
yeah. Well, you're at least able to confirm that even now, before its production time, it's producing ammunition. So the hit is correct at the very least.
Yeah.
You would make your way back to the quarry then on this evening with this information, and your Betty senses both Janet and Elspeth and David were correct as they tingle. You can hear the wheels before you can see and hear her voice. Betty arrives, and like you said, the last time you saw her, Janet, you handed her the bullet in the envelope. And said, this is basically what I got from my boys before you kind of departed from your boys. And Betty.
Well, and she brought some information back, or we got the information back. We passed it off. Yeah. Okay. Great.
You passed off. Your boys got some info. Now you're passing it off to Betty. Betty has been gone for about 48 hours. She's returning now. Betty, you arrive. Everybody kind of wakes up. You all did your rouse checks already. A lot of you are a bit hungrier than you'd like to be. Then it's comfortable.
I'm actually doing great. I'm feeling good.
Yeah, I was going to say on the way there, could I have gotten fed?
You can make me your hunting roll, your feeding roll.
Okay.
You don't so much mind, Betty, you don't mind poaching as much, right? Like, you don't care where you are when you feed?
No, they just have to be sleeping. And what I care more about is, I'm looking for, somebody who's maybe not doing the best.
Of course.
Like they've been up to some
Made
drug
poor
usage.
choices. Yeah.
Yeah, they've probably made poor choices. Like that's the best person for me to feed on. Which is probably not the same. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Look
gosh.
how many
Wow.
dice I have. Today, I am not Liz. I am the opposite of Liz today.
Yeah,
Do not
you're
assign me an
counter.
important
Sucked
task.
all the luck away from you.
I have so many dice for this, and I rolled a 1 success.
You are if you want to
Willpower?
use a willpower PowerPoint, you can re-roll 3 of those.
Oh yeah, would love to do that, please. Yeah.
Oh my
Ooh,
god, what a
4. Give it to
roll.
me.
Incredible. And that is your feeding for it's a dex stealth for your feeding type.
Yes,
Could you
yeah, 'cause I'm
also
Sandman.
make me a wits and stealth check, since I am going to assume you are just going to feed where you like you said, you don't care about where you're feeding, you are poaching.
Yeah. Ooh, 4.
Oh, what a
Nice.
roll,
Okay,
though.
that's
What
better.
a roll.
Oh,
let me
yeah.
make an optional. No, I don't need to. I do need to make a roll. Hang on.
How do I get rid of my hunger thing?
No. So for now, because you're not a sloppy poacher for the most part, you do not get caught while poaching on this evening, and you are able to feed down to one dot of hunger. So make sure you put your hunger at 1. You can leave this
it's not
person
changing.
alive.
I need to-
It's like you said, somebody who's sleeping. That's something I want to keep track of more. Granted, most of you all feed in your domain. It's really just Betty who doesn't
Oh yeah, I'm
really
all over.
restrict. Yeah, she just feeds kind of wherever. And that's something I want to make sure we're paying more attention. Well, paying attention to. I don't say more attention because, again, most of you aren't poaching actively.
I can't remove my stuff off my page.
Who
My
else is
hunger.
at 3 hunger?
Me, Elspeth.
Okay, David, are you going to do what you usually do
Yeah, I think so.
and feed at the the petting zoo? Again,
Yes.
pretty safe place to feed. They're closed down and there's no security, and you don't. There's been a rash of goat sickness, but you actively don't feed them down into their like unconscious, right? Yeah, you're pretty safe where you're going to go. So David, I imagine you're going to take off and feed. You can go ahead and not make me your roll, but go ahead and knock your hunger down.
Cool.
Can someone change my hunger on my page? I can't.
Yeah, let me
Yeah,
see if I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
I could
Unfortunately,
add my
Elspeth,
willpower, but I couldn't.
anytime
my
you
die.
have to feed,
It's
we
off.
have to do it. We have to go through the whole rigmarole because at any point, Hakata feeding can go horribly, horribly wrong.
I
And,
can't either, Maggie.
Everything can come
Yeah,
crumbling down.
what's
Let me see if
going
I
on?
can.
Something's
Which one
very
are
wrong
you
with my page.
using?
I'm using
Demiurge?
No, it's the old
D&D,
one.
the
Okay.
Roll
It could be
20 or
it could be
Roll 20 issue.
broken.
I can change other
having-
stuff.
Yeah, I'm having
Oh,
issues
yeah,
also.
okay. Yeah, it won't.
Just only my
mine's just
hunger I
fine.
can't change.
I'm able to change mine, and I'm using the same old sheet.
Oh yeah, I can't either. What the fuck?
Let me.
Where's
I'm
the
gonna
hit this
refresh my
X?
roll 20 and just see if there's like some kind of.
Yeah, weird. I can.
Yeah, I'm
fiddle
changing
with
mine
some
live.
things, but maybe you can, Bub. Can you mess with
I
Betty's?
just tried, and it wouldn't let me.
No,
Weird.
Well,
Oh.
now that I've refreshed, you don't even have a hunger. Oh no, there it is. Okay, it loaded. Yeah,
have
no, I
3
still
hunger.
can't. I still can't.
okay, I'm not
It's-
crazy. Great.
No,
No,
you're not.
no,
It's just
the sheet's
breaking.
just not working.
Okay, no big deal. You'll just have to keep a note for now. Yeah, you're at 1.
Just testing. Okay. Just making sure mine's working because I was
Yeah.
having issues too.
For Elspeth, Betty probably arrives before you leave to go feed. Yeah. Well, where are you? Okay. Sorry, I know I'm jumping a bit.
I don't have to
Elspeth,
go.
when was the last time you fed on Janet's mother?
It's been a bit because the last time I fed, it was with David, and we went
It was 2
to.
motorcycle rides ago.
Is that how you're
I'm-
measuring time?
Yeah,
It was
for
2
Elspeth.
months
cycles ago.
Two
cycles of the moto.
cycles ago.
Mhm, 2 cycles of the moto ago. Yeah, it has been a bit because the last time I fed was with David, and that was a whole escapade.
So you
Right.
could feed on Janet's mom. Well, Janet, are you completely cutting off your mother and like with the
No.
Fiorenza thing?
The deal was she could feed on anybody else in in that ward as long as she didn't cause trouble, except for my mom.
Right,
Yes.
except for your mom. Right. But you
I will be spending a little less time at the hospital. I basically paid him off to make sure she's taken care of, but I don't want to draw attention to her being there in the current
and
Tremere
I'm not
situation.
asking this because I'm hinting at any potential dangers. Is there any thought or care to Janet with Elspeth about Elspeth showing up there regularly? Because you may not show up a lot, but Elspeth might still be there semi-regularly to feed. And does that something
She's
Janet
got
gives
to
a shit
find
about?
her own cover for that. Is she visiting somebody? Is
Sure.
it like she may have to find her own cover? I just showed her a hunting ground.
Okay. Absolutely. I just was curious if that was a thought in Janet's mind at all.
I
That was a
mean, don't you
conversation
like
the two of them
deliver
wanted to have.
flowers and stuff? Can't you just fake like flower deliveries to people's rooms and shit?
That's true. I could. That's a great
You
cover.
don't have access to the shop quite as much anymore, but I'm sure you could fake it till you made it.
Yeah.
You have Kata, you don't have any dominate, do you?
I do not. Just
No.
fortitude.
Let's say you
No,
can't
I
just,
did
like,
tell
look at
them the
and
last
let
time
them
we came
through.
together that this was my friend, right?
Yeah.
Like I let it know
That's what I'm
that she
saying.
was
There
chill,
is a
but
connection there, so there will be some people who know, not everybody, but that Elspeth is connected to Janet in some way. And I know you were paying a lot to not go there as often. Is that something that you think about when it comes to Elspeth being there? It's like, well, again, it's not. I'm not hinting at anything bad
I
happening.
don't think
It's
we're
just,
in desperate need of all of that shit right now. But eventually, Elspeth may have to find a good cover to keep coming.
yeah,
and going.
absolutely, that's fine. So she doesn't need you there to get into the place. Is that what you want to use right now?
Yes, I think for now.
Do
No.
you have Herd?
No.
You were allowing her to use that psych ward as one dot of
I was
her.
gonna say, make sure if
Correct.
you haven't. I was gonna say if you haven't written it down, please write down Herd.
I have
however many-
two.
Yeah, 2 dots in Herd.
2 dots in Coma Ward Herd. Yes.
Yes. So okay, cool. So you can use that once a week, I believe, is how that works. It has been
Yeah.
more than a week. So if you want, you could bypass the feeding situation right now, is what I'm getting at, and just use your Herd. Is that something you want to do?
Yes, I think that is something I will do.
Okay. So go ahead and bring your hunger down to 1.
Okay.
By the time you get back, is when Betty arrives.
Okay.
Everybody's fed, topped off, and
Thank
Dot.
God.
What are you at? 2 or 1? Is Dot Janet? You have
Oh,
1
Janet,
or 2?
I thought you said Betty. I'm just at 2.
Okay, you're
But
at
I
2,
still
so
have
you're-
I still have 2 body parts left off the last body that I was given by the mob.
So Betty arrives. This is obviously the night of court, but I think you would mostly. It sounds like you're going to let Arturo handle it, and you expect him to arrive tonight at some point after the proceedings, because he did say he wanted to see the quarry and where everything kind of happens. But before that happens, obviously, and someone who isn't aware of that, Betty arrives. You hear the shopping cart, and she makes her way in, joining up with the coterie after about 48 hours of her being gone.
Do you ears
Where-
burn?
Where are you all at? Like,
They're
where
I'm
are
at
you-
the quarry.
Oh.
I have nowhere to go.
No, but where in the quarry is?
Oh,
Janet's probably at the top. over
yeah,
by
I'm gonna
the-
be at the top. We're getting ready to like actually crack this business open, so I'm sure I'm getting something together.
Okay, so I see you first, probably. Then if I'm rolling,
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Okay,
100%.
gotcha. I guess Betty's just like,
And Janet, you say to Betty what?
Do your ears burn regularly?
Oh, I'm sure they might burn, but I don't feel anything like
It's like you
that,
just
Janet.
appear the moment we say your name. We've summoned you.
Well, I like that. I've found your bullet factory.
Oh, really? Well, do pull up a chair.
is there something I can use
Yeah,
as a
there's
chair?
like
Betty
a
will
like a
100
construction
do that.
barrel or something. Yeah,
no, there's definitely
something.
like some plastic chairs for
Oh,
sure.
that's right. Yeah,
You got
okay.
the office set getting set up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, she'll scooch it over, make an obnoxious, like scraping it and make an obnoxious noise. Yeah.
Great. We're gonna have some foot pads.
The more you react, the more she's like making it make noise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Halberd Defense Manufacturing, LLC. It's
Oh.
in the northeast stretch.
Oh, you found
Ministry
it. Found it.
adjacent territory, brushing up against that lupine land.
Interesting. And
Real cozy place if you enjoy assault rifles and being watched through thermal scopes, I'm sure.
Interesting. Thermal.
Well, I don't know. There weren't actually weapons. It's mostly just ammo.
Okay. Well,
Tall fences, barbed wire, private security. You would like it.
video cameras.
Yes. Cameras overlapping too perfectly to be lazy contractors.
Well, I
Not
can't
quite
break into the
military, but
security.
wants to be.
Leon can always do that for us, but you know what I can do? I can look up the financials on this Halberd Manufacturing LLC. Can I do some back search? I want to know. I want to know where their money comes from. Who buys this stuff? Is it military? Is it government? Is it private?
You can do some general Googling and on that kind of information for sure.
Is there no way I can do some kind of special like digging since I have a specialty in finance?
Yes, but it would take you more than like 5 minutes.
That's fine.
I mean?
I'm fine if it takes a while because I don't have anything to do at the moment.
Go ahead and make me an intelligence investigation with your. You said you have a specialty in it.
Can I do finance?
Yeah, finance would work.
Okay. Yeah, I will be so happy. My specialty is money laundering, which isn't quite relevant. I'm gonna re-roll 3 because I can.
Yeah, you can re-roll 3 of those.
Another 3, 6.
Okay, so you're gonna spend some time doing that. We'll get to that in a second. But that's a lot of difficulties. I mean, a lot of successes. Ooh, 6 successes? Yeah. We can. There's a lot.
I want to know everything. I want to know where their money goes.
But is there any conversation between Betty and Janet?
I mean, Betty has more to say about this.
Yeah, I'll listen to everything else she's talking about while I'm like clicking away at a computer, you know?
Well, you'll have to tell me more about this bullet. Either somebody's running cleanup with the same weapon or they want us to know the killings are connected in some way. And if that's the case, then this trail must still be alive.
I still find it very strange that technically this bullet's not even supposed to be at market yet.
Yeah, something I was hoping Leon might be able to help with.
I, too, brought Leon at least a little bit. I filled him in on some of this stuff and told him he needed to hunt you down for the physicals. But now that we know they have a security system, I'm wondering if he can't tap in without being noticed. Not to necessarily cut it off, but to actually look at records, see who's coming and going, see if we can't go back to before the night at the dock, or before the first bullet, which was Mutt. Rest his soul.
Did you use sign of the cross when you said
right,
that?
Yeah. God rest his soul. But we could see, go back to see, did somebody come and get the bullet, like physically out of the stock that wasn't due for market yet? Like, there's got to be something we can find on security.
I am curious where this bullet went.
Now,
how
this
it was
one specifically came out
taken.
of the sister, Roman's sister. The one that David fed on.
Interesting.
So Roman's sister was the one that David fed on.
That we delivered alive and then was shot on her, basically on her doorstep after.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Roman brought us this bullet. Janet had the mob run it in their capacity to like learn, and they're the ones who tracked it to this location or to these people. That guy gave you the file that you have, basically.
Someone's trying to remove the trail of David, perhaps.
I was thinking the same thing. Every mortal that he's come in contact with that actually knows what he is in some way or has that information has been offed. And I believe that they didn't realize that Roman was a kindred, which is why they tried to shoot him too.
Well, and Mutt saw David. I mean, he stepped in front of me, too.
Right? And he came in contact with this girl. She definitely saw him. Roman may not have saw him, but was coming to at least harm him. So if this person's protecting David and Roman was showing up to enact vengeance based on what happened to his sister, this person shot Roman thinking they were also going to just take a bullet and die.
You know who's next, then?
Liz.
Right.
Do you say that as like maybe Elspeth's walking
Yeah,
in?
yeah.
His jaw drops.
Liz.
What about Liz?
I think she's next for the bullet.
And
That's a bold statement. We think
she's next to kiss a bullet.
it's becoming
Yeah.
clearer and clearer that mortals that come in contact with David are being
Killed.
yes. Liz does fit the mold. Though I question why it's taken so long because it's been
True.
weeks.
This
since
is
they've
a-
met.
Well, because she's clearly some kind of mage. Duh.
She's touched by something.
I think
Sure.
she's just like a golden
Touched.
goose. I want her selling our shit. She's gonna be great. She's lucky as fuck. Did you hear she went all the way to Europe and came back with more money than she went there with? She won a bunch of cash.
No, I did not, but perhaps she and I should be more friends then.
Well, she likes to hang out at a bar called the Riot Act.
I know that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Betty, you know that one. You've been there.
And we know she works the diner. In full transparency, I actually offered her a job. I thought maybe if we keep her close, we can keep an eye on her. So I thought maybe she could work, front desk and sales here in the storefront during daylight hours. And the fact of the matter is, she's showing complete signs that she is jonesing for a good hit of David's Vitae.
Yeah.
Well, I say we set up a trap.
A trap? For who?
Yes.
For the
killer?
Oh, interesting.
Of course. Come on, ladies.
And
use those brains of yours
as bait. Well, I've become a little soft for the things David cares about, and he seems to have a real soft spot for this girl. So
let's make a new one then.
Wasn't plan A.
David, you can arrive whenever you feel is appropriate.
Sure. I don't think it's probably long up to this point. He's made a habit of visiting and seeing to like the largest and splitting the hunger, so that especially if there's like reportings of like, be careful, they're getting sick. He is probably aware that he's getting a little bit too heavy on the drink, so he splits that up, and he'll feed. And I'm assuming that it's probably not long from this point. You might hear his wings beating before anything else.
I think this is something we definitely need to run by David before we use this poor girl as bait.
Oh, well, maybe not her. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Nice of you to arrive.
We were just talking about you.
Oh, yes? What about? Oh, do tell me what you were saying about me.
It was nothing good, I promise.
Oh, perfect. That is what I like.
I'm glad that you are here. Please do not bring
At
us
least
much
someone
trouble
is
tonight.
glad I'm here.
Yeah, I've got Betty brought us fantastic information about this bullet factory, this ammo company. I'm running some financials. The computer's like, it's doing its thing. And I'll have
you
some
heard of
information
it
soon.
before, David? Halberd Defense Manufacturing LLC?
Does not ring a bell.
I do not think so, no.
Well, we're beginning
Betty
to
waves
get...
her hand like as if she's gonna have some kind of like vision.
Well, we've been talking, hun. Every mortal that you've come in contact with has bit the bullet.
They
including
died.
Roman.
That is not true.
Not everyone, but
I was actually wondering about your library friend.
Oh, no.
When was the last time?
When was the last time you saw her?
Yeah.
We should go back.
It has been a few weeks.
Okay.
I have overdue books. I should go back.
Okay.
I'll go with you because there's a couple of things I want to get.
I think that's a good idea. I think what we're trying to say is that Liz could also be in some danger here, David. And the more we prioritize bringing her closer so that we can watch her would probably be a good thing, because if this strange figure shows up again to shoot her, we don't want to hear about it after the fact. You know what I mean?
But there are others that I have met as well, like the gang that shot me and Magpie's parents. They are all still alive, are they not?
Magpie's parents we put into some form of hiding for good measure, okay? So they're somewhat safe. Leon's going to be picking up the bill for that.
But Betty, you know the gang that shot me. You found them.
Have we followed up
the
with
Kings.
that?
I can follow up on that to see how those hooligans are doing.
Maybe we just need more proof. If everybody's just disappearing or dying, then we know that David, he's a coming, or they are a coming. And if we want to keep Liz and your little library friend safe.
Well, there might be more to it. David not always showing
It's true.
all the details, right? So perhaps it's someone who knows the things about you.
That being said, when I can learn more about this company, and we learned that they have pretty high in security, which gives, maybe Leon a chance to tap in so we can watch what they're doing.
Why are they hurting the people that come into contact with me?
I'm not sure yet, hun. That we don't have an answer to. It could be for protection. It could be because they don't want other people to find you. It could be because it's a masquerade breach, which seems a little low. on the list of possibilities. I can't answer that.
I do have some questions, David, or anyone who might have those answers. When you fed on anybody, has there been any changes on that person?
Yes, they
Different
stopped
than
living.
from what might have to do with that, then.
Well, there was the Snapplebee's couple that is, you think, still alive.
Right? And technically,
Oh.
Liz didn't die. He left her alive.
Huh. So why is it
I mean, if we
certain-
think about it, Roman also was shot, right? He had never met David. He was coming to start a fight. He was going to fight David for what he did to his sister because he thought David put the bullet in his sister. When he realized that wasn't the case, somebody else shot him thinking he was going to hurt David. It was for protection.
Well, maybe it was then. But why
So-
Mutt?
Mutt, I'm unsure of, unless he was just digging too deep or he knew something. You know, the mob will off you if you know too much.
It's maybe only people who are in on it, kind of, or like could potentially be in on it, kind of thing. I don't know. I'm not sure what the correlation is.
David, how do we feel about following up with the couple?
I do not know how to find them.
Oh, honey, if
Go
they're
back to
Snapplebee's
Snapplebee's.
once, they'll be there again. Repeat customers.
I don't want to see them again.
Okay, well then we don't have to do that. You know, actually, Elspeth, I think y'all going to the library to check on what's her name again?
Peggy?
Yeah.
Peggy.
Peggy.
Thank you. I was going to say Lizzie. That was incorrect. Peggy, to check on her. Plus, you know, the library is full of very helpful information regarding sexuality, books on the birds and the bees. You know, maybe you could check out something educational, David.
I know how to have sex. I do not know when I am supposed to.
Okay, well, there are also books.
Well,
for
whatever
that.
you want, really.
That's sex in public. That'll get you arrested.
Well,
Betty,
it
how
doesn't
do
mean
you know
can't
when
do
you are
it.
supposed to?
Oh boy, here we go.
Well, depends on what the goal is for it, I suppose.
There are goals? Why
Yeah,
are
some-
we...
Make babies.
Procreation, intimacy, trauma, physical attraction.
As you say that, the minute you say physical attraction, you hear a little knock at the door, and Magpie pokes his head in.
Oh God.
Oh, the sex is the easy part.
I'm just going to leave these Ethernet cables out here, okay?
Do you know
Take it as a
woman,
yes. And he just, like, steps out and leaves.
Look, David, sex is fun, distracting. You know, it can be whatever it is that you want it to
pleasurable
be.
occasionally.
But
Love,
that is
on the
not
other
its
hand,
purpose.
Is Elspeth just
dangerous.
dead silent this entire time?
Yeah,
Like,
this
suspiciously so?
she's just listening.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Is there, like, a moment where the audience notices that Elspeth's just like,
Elspeth, you're not saying very.
sorry, we got a little character depth. We're learning.
Oh, probably because she hasn't had any before, dear Janet.
Is that true based on the look on your face?
You know, I haven't thought
I
about
will
that. for
wit
Elspeth.
insight this.
Tracy is trying to figure that out right now, actually.
As a
Hang on.
college,
Take a
Is this
moment.
a clueless? Oh my God, Cher,
on.
are you a virgin?
Let's just hang on. This is a moment for you, Tracy.
Yeah,
Is this a moment where Elspeth looks like she's like, please don't pick on me, please don't call on me? Like, you know what I mean? That moment
Yeah.
where she isn't the golden child.
yeah.
Or has she had experience?
Betty thinks she doesn't,
Let me guess, you went to a girl.
but she might have. Who knows?
No, I didn't go to a girls' school, but I was too busy with my studies to be involved with
Okay, so yeah.
boys. Boys, seriously, I've only gone a few bases.
So is that Janet whips over, and you know, I imagine there's that energy in Janet's voice. She's like, "Are you telling me like you're a virgin?" And then she's like, "Well, I was too busy with my studies."
That is the saddest thing I have ever heard.
Oof. Do you really think there's time for distractions
There are things.
when you're trying to get into a top Ivy League school for your master's?
I'm just saying, everybody needs a little fun once in a while, and I promise you, the book is not going to give it to you.
I went to parties. I just didn't, hook up with people. So,
Well, since it seems that you prefer books over real sex, maybe you should be the one to take David to the library.
yes, I was thinking of picking up some books anyway.
Well, don't get too
Not
excited.
on sex.
I'm just saying that there are books that can maybe help David find the information that he's looking for in a very neutral and educational way.
Why is this so embarrassing?
A Court of Thorns and Roses.
Nothing here is embarrassing, not anymore. The only thing embarrassing is the fact that Magpie keeps dropping off more Ethernet cable.
You have a big quarry!
My God, how much Ethernet cable does one quarry need?
Thousands of feet.
It's all he's capable of doing. It's lugging to and fro Ethernet cables.
I think while they're conversations about Ethernet cables, I think Betty will kind of lean in closer to you, David. Are you standing or you're sitting or where are you?
Standing.
All right. Betty will hobble closer to you and kind of like move her finger down while Janet's yelling.
Well, you shouldn't do it because you're lonely, which is unfortunate because that's when people want to.
True.
You do it when you want to be seen a little. Not the pretty version.
But what if I'm seen all the time?
Well, that is different.
Do you think that I might want to if I don't want to be seen? Is this why people turn off the lights?
Oh, people want to all the time. Has nothing to do with any of those things. It's just whether you should or not. You asked when should you? And that is when you should. When can you? Anytime you want.
Janet said that people do this so that they can have babies.
Oh, that is one reason for certain.
Can I have babies?
Well, I'm
Nope.
not certain if our kindred can have babies in the same way that you're thinking.
Unless you're a thin blood.
Trust me, honey, they're not made through procreation.
And even then, it's hard.
But how will I know?
Know what?
I am not the same as any of you.
Well, that's true. I guess maybe the woman from Smapplebee's, if she's holding your child, will know that it's a little different. But from my understanding is, the swimmers ain't swimming.
Yeah. That I could just tell you from basic science, David. I don't think that any of us are capable.
We technically aren't alive. Therefore, your swimmies ain't either.
And technically, none of you were put together by another person the same way I was.
Yeah, I think Betty kind of touches your arm a little bit because you're made of like a different material than us, right? He's built different. I think Betty says something along the lines of like more.
Well, perhaps yours is a crafting of some sort.
Yes,
Maybe it's a little different than how we procreate. But I don't know, David.
We could examine David like we do with the cadavers.
Well, if you want to give Elsbeth a science experiment.
Eyes talking about cadavers than there was when you were talking about sex.
There are a lot of lines being crossed right now. I think we all just need to get back to the point.
That's how kinks are born, just crossing lines when they shouldn't be.
David, honey, I truly believe that you will know the time. You will feel it. It will be different if that's what you want to do with your body, okay? In terms of procreation, kindred usually procreate by turning another kindred. We don't procreate in the same way that mortals do.
Oh, and you're not just allowed to do it, apparently. You have
and
to have
you're not allowed to
permissions.
just procreate when, whatever you want. We have to have permission to sire another. But
Another
more
way to control
importantly,
us all.
I will say you are different. But even if you are pieced together, you're pieced together from kindred.
I do not know if even that is true.
Well, that's what I believe. So I don't know that you're also going to be able to procreate, though that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy the act of sex.
I did not enjoy it with a couple from Snapplebee's.
Well, hun, I think that's because you weren't entirely in control.
Maybe so.
Or maybe it wasn't with the right person.
But Betty, yes, I was gonna say, I think when you find the right person, it's gonna be very special, hun. Same for Elspeth.
Okay, I think I've had enough sex talk for one night.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was it too much for you and your books?
Yes, actually. So, David, maybe we should head out. You have to go to the library, we have to go to bars. We've got a busy night.
Let us not forget tonight is in fact
Oh gosh.
the
Mr.
trial. The trial.
Arturo? Well, that'll be later, right?
That also means tonight is night the Tremere become exceptionally pissed at us.
Okay, so
I'd
we have
like
to have our
everybody
fun
to maybe
tonight.
watch your backs, have your fun, but recognize that, come tomorrow, uh, things just, our ante has upped. We're gonna have a lot of people that don't like us very much.
Great.
Okay?
Okay.
So have your
All
fun.
right,
Go to your
well-
bars. Go. Talk to the man with the licorice or whatever, and be back.
All right. Okay, we'll be back.
All right.
We
Great.
have curfew.
Is Betty going with you to the library, or no?
Would you like to come, Betty?
I don't have to unless they want
you
me
don't
to
have to.
join.
I
That's
want to
just-
know these finances. That's all I care about right now. I want to know about this business.
Then we can just go. David.
Okay.
Two of you step away as we see Janet kind of hunch over to the computer and begin
And
her
Betty
her
is
research.
going to mosey on over to find Magpie.
Okay. What we see is as Janet hunches over the computer, Betty steps out, and you see Magpie about to walk over to the front gate and look like he's on his way to leave.
Oh, you want me to start? You want to start there?
Yeah, exactly.
okay.
Yeah, as Betty steps out, and you see Magpie, he's like done offloading some wire and making his way to the front gate where the car is.
Well, if it isn't our cable master.
He gives a half-hearted wave. Don't worry, out of your hair. I am gone. I'll see you next time.
Oh, no worries on my front. I enjoy seeing our friend Janet squirm a little.
I don't like that I make Janet squirm, honestly. That's terrifying.
I don't think you do either.
What does that mean?
Betty does not.
He just
give him an
stops. He just
answer.
stops and turns
So
to you. and he says
ominous.
that- No, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Oh, don't worry about it.
No, I'm
So I
worried
hear you
about it.
have a witchy ex-girlfriend of some
I do
sort.
not have.
Isabel.
Oh my god!
Hmm?
Why is this still a thing, Betty? Listen,
Oh, once the news is out there, it gets spread across the the realm.
she's whatever. It's fine. It's not. She's not my ex. I mean, she's my ex, yes, but like, there's not. I don't understand what the why. Why? Because she's witchy, and so you have to go investigate everyone that has like witchy as an adjective.
Well, but sometimes I think it might be nice to know more about them.
She didn't. I don't know. All right, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. Yes, I have a witchy ex-girlfriend. No, we're not together anymore. No, we haven't been together in a long time.
When was the last time you talked to her?
I don't fucking 2 years ago?
Anything interesting happened 2 years ago?
Yeah, she broke up with me.
Anything else?
No?
Anything about you change?
Yeah, yes. You know this. All right. Yes, she taught me one very, 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 my very first basic protection ward thing. And it didn't protect me from her. So did it really work?
Who were you protecting yourself from then?
Does it matter?
Oh, very much so, yes.
I owed people money.
Yes, who are those people?
Like payday loan people. Yeah, what
Go on.
I want to. That's. Listen, Betty, I appreciate, but you ain't my therapist, right? Like, Why does it matter? It's all history. It's all old history that has nothing to do with what's happening right now.
No, I think it might.
I owed people money. I borrowed against my paychecks a little bit further than I could, and then I couldn't pay back the money I owed. And at the time, I had just met this new girl online, and she was like, oh, well, maybe I could show you some, I do some ritual stuff, like, that witchy, what do you call it? What do they call it? Wiccan stuff. She had all those books at home with, like, rituals, those paperback books with, like, symbols on them. And she's like, I can teach you how to protect yourself against future harm. And I was like, that sounds great. Thought we really got along. Moved out to her. She was also in a lot of debt and expected me to cover a lot of stuff, and I couldn't, and so she broke up with me.
Seems odd, don't you think?
Yeah, odd. Mm-hmm.
And how did you meet David in the mix of all that?
Oh, they came later. That was not even that long ago. What was it, a fucking few months ago? You think I knew David 2 years ago? You think me and David are best friends?
No, I think there's something else going on.
Me too, but I'm not involved.
Oh, I think you're very involved.
Why? I don't understand why. Why are you? It's because Janet is like convinced herself that I am involved in some way that I am not. I don't want to be here. I am stuck here. At least Leon's around and gives a shit about me.
Who said we don't care about you, Magpie?
You don't care about me in the way that I would want someone to care about me.
How do you want someone to care about you then?
To not see me as some tool to use in some greater scheme that I have no plan on being involved in. My life is already
how have I
very
used
fragile.
you as a tool? I have done nothing. Well, Janet's using you, but I'm not.
I don't want to be a tool. I will serve as needed to keep me and my family safe. And then when this all blows over, which it definitely will, I'm going to go back home and we're never going to talk to each other again. And I mean that in the like nicest way possible, because I make your lives worse. Let's just be honest. You don't need me in your life. You want to get rid of me. And it'd be better for all of you if you did, honestly.
Well, clearly not.
That's something you got to convince Janet.
No, I meant clearly it's not a problem to have you here. Do you not look around? You've made good progress here.
He just kind of like half-assedly looks around the quarry. What do you mean?
You're protecting people who do care about you.
Yeah, I guess you're not wrong, technically. But I was supposed to be done by now, and Janet keeps changing the terms of service, so.
Why do you think that is?
Because and then he notably drops his voice and hesitates. A mean-ass old bitch.
Well, she may be that, but there's probably more to it.
He's like looking over your shoulder to make sure that Janet did not hear him. I just don't want to be here anymore. That's all.
Would you rather have a gun in your head then?
No, that's the reason I'm still fucking here, Betty, is because if I'm not, there's going to be a gun in my head. But
you want a protection spell? Look around.
If I could go back in time, I would undo all this shit. So I wouldn't be where I am. But here I am, so fuck me, right?
Well, I'm not interested in that. I'm sorry.
I didn't mean it literally. You just, Betty, don't worry, you're not my type either. For mine alive.
Well. Here's what I want to do for you, dear Magpie. I want to help you. So if there's anything I can do, you let me know. From the moment I met you, I had said that to you. Don't you remember back then?
Clear as day. I absolutely wasn't so scared. I blacked out all of it.
Then why did you run away?
What do you mean?
You cleaned up house pretty quickly there.
Yeah, I was trying to get away from... Betty, I'm going to spoil it. The grand plan wasn't to join all of you. I was just going to go home. I got dragged back in when you hunted me down back at my parents' house when David punched the door down, when David took a shotgun blast to the face or to the chest, and when freaking Janet hit me with her car.
Oh, I wasn't part of all of that. I mean, I'm uncertain why they went about it that way as well.
You and me fucking both, Betty. And you probably, Janet, hear in the other, like, his Magpie's voice is getting louder and louder, and it's clear he's having like a conversation out there.
I'm noting it all while I'm typing away on the computer.
That's what I mean. I didn't want to be part of this, but Janet literally hunted me down and hit me with her vehicle. It is the reason, apparently, that you were all fucked with New York. Was I really worth it? Was I worth it, Betty? Was I worth all that trouble?
No.
Exactly. Fuck! How long has she been there?
I just yell out from
Oh, the whole
somewhere
time.
else.
I was on my way, Janet. I was just telling Betty about how traumatic it was to be hit by a vehicle.
Stop
but I'm glad
lying.
I'm okay.
I like you better when you're honest.
I have a good one, and he like waves and like.
Look,
he's like,
wait, Magpie. I do have a couple things for you that I have questions on.
Yeah.
Well, you might not have answers for me, but you might be able to direct me in the right way.
I'll do what I can.
Time magic. You know anything about it?
Is that real?
You're the mage of us all. You tell me.
Listen, oh my God, I hate.
What do the
stop
people on
calling
the
me
box talk about?
that. What box?
You know, the one that you're typing into, the one with your little witchy girlfriend that you're,
Oh my God,
you
you mean
know,
a fucking
talking back.
computer, Betty?
Oh, yes.
Nothing that I saw said time magic was real.
Not even a little.
Betty, if I looked on the internet long enough, I'm sure I could find some people that would think it's real. Yes.
All right. Well, find me some people who do think it's real and get back to me.
All right. You got it. Anything else?
Yeah, what was your witchy girlfriend's online forum name thingamabob?
Shadow Rose
Don't lie to
420.
me. Shadow what?
Shadow Rose 420.
Creative.
Anything else?
Oh, that'll be it.
he's like not making eye contact, and he's just like, "Are we done?"
Oh, that'll be it.
Okay, thank you.
But do think on it. Give me some information if you find someone who knows something about the time magics.
I will. I'll look into it. I'll let Leon know too.
Promise.
On my heart and soul.
All right. Well, you have to do it the way Leon does it.
And Betty holds out her pinky.
You mean like a? Okay, and he holds out his pinky.
And she shakes it, and then she pokes
Yeah,
him in
you
the
do a little
belly.
Pinky swear. You poke
And she
him
pokes him in the
belly.
belly. Yeah. To like make him tickle him.
Yeah. He like has like that uncomfortable like half chuckle when doing. He's like, oh fuck. Okay.
Have a good ride. Good night.
And she kind of scurries away.
And then with a mixture of distraught and confusion, Magpie turns around and walks away. Betty, you turn around and you see Janet there.
Did I get anything from that 6 on that finance roll? What information?
Oh, you're going to get a lot of things over the course of time. On this first night, we'll say if you're going to spend some time. And you will realize first that they're actually founded in 1987 out in Scranton, Pennsylvania, initially as an R&D facility. And you actually were even to discover the plant manager's name, the plant where you're, the warehouse, whatever you want to call it. His name is Dale. Dale Hutton.
Not Dale Hutton.
Dale Hutton. And you'd also come to discover that on top of all the other ammo that they produce, they also do occasionally produce specialty ammo when requested or when needed.
Okay.
There's more to come as the nights go on.
This Dale Hutton, is he married?
You will say you don't find that out right away, But
Okay.
you do find out he makes around 50 million annually.
Which means, yes, he's probably married, but he's a prime target. Okay. Got it.
Oh, and you'd also, I'd say one last thing you'd probably discover on the first night as well is that Halberd Defense Manufacturing LLC is actually owned by another company,
Fucking knew it.
Cumberland Industrial Holdings.
They sound like shell companies for
Yeah.
some bigger company. That's
I'll put that in the
suspicious.
Discord for you.
Yeah, I'm writing all of it down too, but I think what she'll do is now she's going to start running like public trading stuff, look at who their buyers are. Like that kind of shit just takes time.
Yep.
Like you don't find it over. So she's just going to let it keep running, but she's got some stuff to work with.
I have it broken up over the course of about 2 to 3 weeks of you diving with 6 successes. It means you spend time on this, and you
is
go
actually
deep,
what Janet
deep,
does.
Yeah.
So
this
is
you're looking
actually
at a
what she
little
does.
under a month of research, but I've got it broken up into what you're going to find.
Cool. I made
over
some
the course
notes,
of
and
time.
I'll keep pushing the buttons on it.
So that's what you find on night 1/2, probably mostly just night 1. Yeah. So as you do that, and we kind of see that, does Maggie or does Betty want to have a conversation with Janet while there's just the two of them, or do we want to cut to the library?
I don't know if Janet has anything to say about what she was
I just don't
asking
have enough
Magpie.
information quite yet, and I could care less about Magpie. The reason how about this? Janet goes, look, in honesty, the reason I'm keeping him around is because he is a linchpin. If shit goes south, we got to explain ourselves. He is part of all of this process. He is our alibi in a way. He has information that makes us look not guilty. So we got to keep him around in case we have to sacrifice him. You know what I'm saying?
Well, might as well use him further than along. And
Hey,
I
if you
think
have
then,
better ideas and you can find out all this bullshit about his weird witchy ex-girlfriend that somehow I just know is connected to all of this, hey, I'm not going to stop you. I just can't stand to look at his fucking face.
well, why do you think she's connected to all of this?
That's a very good question. All right, so theory, in short.
I
Magpie
just have this
was
image is like, as you say so, Janet just takes her glasses off and like plonks them on the
okay.
table. Yeah, I just had some image in my head.
Magpie was chosen to be a point of contact for David. I'm a firm believer at this point that whatever the weird Heartstone was is what actually gave David free will. He wasn't supposed to have it. Somebody hired Magpie. Potentially, I guess, as you have figured out, a powerful mage, potentially. I think he sourced him through the girlfriend. He had no other way of finding Magpie, and until Magpie learned that protection spell, he really was off grid in a way. I think girlfriend is more powerful than he is capable of actually understanding at his current IQ level, and he just doesn't realize how much he was used. He needed some idiotic, poor mortal who had no idea what he was buying into. And if nothing else, maybe the girlfriend's just connected with actual mages. We can hunt some more information down. She just seems like a bit of a loose end that we've not been able to pull the string on because he can't even tell me her last name, and he was. Anyways.
Well, at least I got a form name. Maybe you can put that in your little box.
That sounds like a Leon thing. He forums.
Well,
Now, if she was out there trading stocks, or moving money to outside of the United States to holding, that I could do. But considering the fact that he said she was in debt and was trying to get him to pay off that debt,
Well, her debt might not have been financial.
But see, yes, now you're thinking, Betty. That's what I'm saying. I think that she is somehow bigger connected, and we just don't have the pieces and parts because Magpie was not. Well, he was too inept to figure it out on his own, and he got used, poor kid. And now, unfortunately, he's stuck with us. And little does he know
need some
he's
protection
also
of his own.
Well,
so
I know this is why I've left him with Leon. Leon's picking up the bill for his parents' hotel so his parents can stay, safe and all that jazz. And little does Magpie know he is pretty much being ghouled by Leon, slowly but surely. And at some point, he's going to have to realize that he's not going anywhere.
Well, he wants to go somewhere. I hate
Well,
keeping
don't
people
we all, honey?
against their
I'd like
free
to go
will.
sit on the sun in Bermuda, but here we are. So Magpie can get with the program, join the club, and pick the best security he's got going for him. Or we can toss him back out to the wolves and the poor kid will get eaten. You know what I mean?
Well, if you find Leon before I do, tell him Shadow Rose 420.
Well, considering the fact that he has this little fight club, bare knuckles or whatever the fuck it was, he seems to be training there. So I imagine
Bloody Nux.
the Bloody Nux. You'll probably find him at the Bloody Nux. He has been
Oh,
taking up
good.
fighting on his own accord. So, you know.
He's a little scared, Janet.
Oh, Leon? Well, he came to us and
Yes.
said he wanted in on the coterie. I don't know what happened between the two of yous, but he showed up gung-ho to be part of the family. In fact, he showed up and showed his face to Fiorenza, right? Yeah.
Interesting. I don't know what's going on with him on that front, but I do know he is afraid of something.
Well,
Something's after him, and I think he's worried. We keep getting into these physical altercations, and he doesn't feel, well, strong.
well, that kind of breaks my heart a little bit. But he does have us now. That's kind of the whole point of like a coterie. So, you know, if he has concerns, he should bring them to the table. I
Well,
know
that's
he's not like an
probably why
open
he wants
book.
to join you.
Well, he's bought in now. He might be deeper in than he was actually preparing for. But, you know, he does seem to open up to you a little bit more than the rest of us. So, you know, if he is having problems, maybe a little encouragement to be transparent with the group would be ideal.
Well, what are you looking for?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just looking to make sure he knows that, like, if he has a problem, he's supposed to bring it to the group.
I think he's brought it up before.
Well,
It
he
was
told
quite
me
a bit of
that
time
something
ago.
that he was like had a death threat on his head. That was the night that we went to the docks. There was like a whole thing there, but he hasn't really brought it up as an issue moving forward.
Well, 'cause he's always helping you with something, one thing or another.
I see.
Hasn't gone away.
Okay, well, maybe I will dredge up some empathy and reach out and see if I can't check on the poor kid. But if you see him before I do, you know, just, I don't know, some encouragement, a reminder he's not alone and all that.
I can do that.
Okay. Well, until then, I'm going to sit here and watch these numbers until I get some valuable information. It looks like there's a couple holding companies, which is going to delay this process. It's not going to be fast, but I can promise you, I will
Boring,
get to the
boring.
bottom of it.
Does Betty like wander off?
Yeah, Betty wanders off.
Yeah, wandered off. As we hard cut out of the quarry and back onto the road with Elspeth and David. Before we get to the library, is there any conversation in the car, or do you want to go right to the library?
David definitely has more questions about like sexuality, but it's very clear that it made her uncomfortable, so he's not gonna poke and prod that beast.
So
They'll have nothing either.
No,
Okay.
that's fine. As you take a chill ride, eventually you come up to the library that you came up before. That single story brick building with the large white arched windows and the old white door on the front. And as you walk in, maybe bracing yourself for not knowing, maybe she won't be there. It's been a while. You have the books you have to return. As you step in with an air, maybe to your relief, sitting behind the desk is Peggy with her hair all done up, wearing a sweater vest. And on this one, you see on one side it says in big block lettering, "Reading is sexy," and on the other side you see across like a stitched Edward Cullen from Twilight.
Oh my.
In there, and while you imagine most people would be wearing that ironically, you have this feeling she does not wear it ironically. And as you walk in, it doesn't take long before she looks up because the library is rather quiet, especially at this time of night. And when she sees you see just a big smile on her face to you and to Elspeth. And she's like, she holds her hands up and with that smile, like ushers you to come over very quickly.
I do. I step over as quick as one might.
It's so good to see you, sweetheart. Oh my God. And she reaches
Hi,
up and she's
Peggy.
like, I thought you tried reading and like so many others, you just didn't like it. It wasn't for you. And I figured if I didn't get the books back, that okay. I wouldn't come looking for you or anything. I just write it off.
No, I did enjoy the reading, and
did you? And Elspeth, you took out books too, right? You had Greek books you took.
I did, yes, and they were also great.
As you plop them down, she's like, she smiles. She's like, "Do you still got your library card on you?"
I do.
And as you pull it out, she's like, "Look how handsome you are. Isn't he handsome?" And she like shows off to Elspeth, very much taken to the innocence that David clearly had from day one. As she scans each bar code with like a little beeper for the books and relogging them and putting them on a metal wheeling cart that sits behind her with a few other books that still need to be stashed away throughout the library. She turns around. She's like, "So you here to get some more?"
Yes, I think that we should. I just wanted to see how you were doing.
"I'm doing fantastic." And she smiles. I am a grandmother for the third time, and she reaches forward and grabs a little photo, like a little photograph thing, and she's had these printed out and just shows like a little baby just being held by arms that belong to somebody that you can't see the body of. And she's like, "That's little Abigail right there. She's so cute, isn't she?"
Very cute.
She is.
Yes. Oh, she's so precious. Oh, she's gonna be trouble. I know she is. I can just tell she's gonna be like me. She puts the picture down and she sits back in the chair as it squeaks and it rolls a bit. She's like, "Well, whatever you're looking for, I can help you find it. Or if you just want to go wandering, take your time. I just love having people in the library, so don't feel like you're in a rush. You're the only ones here right now, as always." How you been?
I think Janet would say that we have been very busy.
Yes.
Has she met Janet? No, right?
I don't think so.
Nope.
That's the
No.
second time I've heard you say that name before. Who's this Janet, the one you work for?
Yeah, she's kind of like our boss, but also like we're all friends, friends with coworkers kind of thing. So
Janet
we hang
helps
out.
me a lot.
Yes.
She smiles. She's like, "Well, I'm good to hear there's somebody looking out for you out there."
I am very grateful for her help.
She smiles and warmly at that. It's like, well, what'd you say about Janet, by the way? I'm forgetting as Mike. Did you just bring Janet up?
Oh yeah, what did you mention about Janet?
Just that Janet would say that we've been quite busy recently.
Oh, right. Yes,
right,
we've been
right.
busy. Yes, busy.
What do you do for the like? What do you do for her? What's this business you guys are working all in together?
She's a tailor. We work at a tailor shop.
I am an artist.
Wow, that makes so much. She looks to obviously to David, and she's like, "That makes so much sense."
She has me sculpting for her new business venture.
Yes.
Oh, now she looks down to the Greek books you're returning. She's like, "It all makes so much more sense now."
Yes. Yes.
I didn't know you sculpted.
I like to work with my hands. It
He's
makes
very artistic. Yes.
Really? Oh my God. All of a sudden you just, did you go to RISD?
I don't know what that means.
Which is the Rhode Island School of Design.
I did not.
Great
No.
school.
I thought, I just didn't, did you go to art school? Not for nothing, I just didn't know you had gone to school.
I just have a profound respect for art history.
He's a
see.
natural.
You should take out some art books. There's a ton of books on sculptors that we have. You could read up on famous ones. There's so many beautiful works of art you could look at. Oh,
I think
they
I
can
will.
open up a whole new world.
Not a bad idea, actually, David. Yeah, you should.
I will. Can you show me where they are?
Of course. And she wheels back the chair and she kind of hops up, showing that she's like 5'2", flat. And as she kind of wanders out the side, taking her time, she's like, "Come on, this way." And she gestures for you to go.
You go
yeah, I was
go
gonna
ahead,
say,
David. I'll be looking at some other sections.
Anything in particular, Elspeth?
Yes. I am looking in books about the occult, about demons, about
Okay, I
anything about like maybe like Aleister Crowley, like anything hermetical,
Okay.
and demons, et cetera, et cetera. All of those types of occult type books.
Super easy to find like the occult section and stuff, of course. You may make me a wits investigation or academics, intelligence academics would also work really, really well here. Do you have a specialty?
I do.
In
Research.
That would 100% apply.
Let's go.
And before I ask you for this role,
yes,
are you looking? Is it really just a wide breadth of anything? Or are you trying to find something specific? I know why you're obviously looking through all this stuff. Obviously, I'm well aware, but I'm curious. Is it more like, are we looking at Elspeth grabbing just like 6 books of varying degrees and hoping that these are the books that are going to lead you to an answer? Or I know it's kind of a broad question, but I'm curious.
Because the truth is, Elspeth doesn't even really know what she's looking for, because this is also like a mortal library. So, like, she might not even find what she's particularly looking for in a library.
Is it a mortal library? Since the unseen is an area we don't know about in the library. Come on.
Like, if we were like in a chantry or something, maybe she'd find more.
Yeah, but unfortunately, none of you can get into a fucking chantry.
I know.
Especially after tonight.
I know.
Maybe closing that door. Betty, on the other, is the only one that maybe like.
I know.
Has it. The other thing you could approach. So. If you are you thinking about not mortal libraries at all?
Yes.
Okay. There are a few options. I would say for you, give me another.
Okay.
Give me your role, your initial role, and I'll let that inform what you learn here.
Okay. I may rouse to.
You're at 1, right? You should be okay.
Yes.
Okay, and you'd stay at 1.
Okay. And that gives me how many extra dice in my pool? 2. That gives me 2, right? Mm-hmm. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, please roll correctly. Yes. Hell yeah.
6 successes. So you are aware, you're thinking, obviously you want to grab some stuff from this library, and there's a ton of occult stuff. You can go through biography and find books on Aleister Crowley all throughout there. There's a book called Chaos Condensed, which is kind of a handbook on chaos magic, which is like attached to Crowley. Like, I could give you real life books that you find here. However, for what you're looking for, you're probably also thinking about, well, what are my options for kindred libraries? Because they do exist. It's not something in the other campaign you really accessed all that much, but here they do exist. Now, the first thing that comes to mind for Elspeth with 6 successes would be, man, the Tremere Chantry would have everything I fucking need. Immediately, you just know that is where you would love to go. But that is off the table, rather. The other option you have is the Nosferatu. They are information networks. They are the ones you go to for information, make deals with for information. That is where you could go to ask very specific stuff. And if they don't have an answer for you, they can find one.
Okay.
Just give them some time. Additionally, you also have Elysium libraries. A lot of Camarilla cities, especially old historical ones, usually have libraries attached to an Elysium of some kind, and the same rules usually apply. No violence, no theft, only accessible by to recognized kindred, so you have to be part of the Camarilla to access it. And Boston, being an old Camarilla city, would almost certainly have like one attached to a museum or a university that they look at. One that you maybe, I would even say one you've probably been to a couple of times, thanks to your sire probably sending you there. And the very last thing I would say that is accessible, but is more private, but less private now, because you have Arturo connected to you, and obviously Janet would have some pull here too. There are Ventru who have their own private library collections, including the Ventru fucking Primogen that you spoke to the few sessions ago at the club.
Yeah, that guy.
At the Red Salon.
Yeah.
These are like real, but extremely private, and each is extremely dependent on the collector and what their very specific interests are. And while they would have been very hard to get into, depending on whose library you're trying to get into with, who Janet has pull with, Fiorenza and Arturo by extension certainly makes that a lot more private, a lot more accessible, I guess.
Okay.
but with 6 successes, there's still a couple of things that come to mind for you. There are some Giovanni family libraries that are rumored to be out there that have found their way into other more private collectors. Yeah, that lit up some eyes.
That's what I need.
But there was also a clan before the Hecata that were known for knowledge collecting, and they are known as the Harbingers of Skulls. And the Harbinger of Skull archives were the clan for death-related esoterica, things that like specific to Hecata, and now known as Hecata prior to that. And you probably would assume or even maybe think that some of the Giovanni like library stuff probably fell into their hands at some point. Now, how you can get a hold of them is a little bit different, but if you're looking for something specifically related to the Hecata without which other kindred libraries may or may not have, Giovanni family libraries, whatever your sire has for books personally, and if you can get a hold of the Harbingers of Skulls archives, could potentially also give you a creek into it. So those are your options. With 6 successes, you are aware of multiple kindred options, multiple hyper-specific options for Hecata, and obviously whatever books you find here in the library. What I will tell you is in this normal-ass library, you will not find the answer to the question I know you haven't really formulated, but I know you're looking for the answer for, of what exactly you were dealing with in that other thing. You may even rip through some of the books on demons here and realize that nothing in these books is kind of fitting what you dealt with, other than maybe Lucifer himself.
Oh, Lord.
Because cunning, very charismatic, very Lord of Lies, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Seems that maybe out of everything you're reading in the library is like, Satan? Could have been him.
Okay. Noted.
So,
all right.
The other, I'll look into something real quick. On that, David, you're being brought over to a bunch of different books. This is the historical section of it. And she's showing you a lot of the classic stuff. Books on Michelangelo, like Michelangelo, the complete sculpture, or Donatello, or Verrocchio, I think is how you say that. The sculpture of Verrocchio. Just a bunch of the big hits that you would see in a library of books. Is there anything that David looks to in particular, or is it just kind of taking in her recommendations?
I think, I think David is looking at her recommendations, sort of leaning into her guidance in this place. And if she, I think he's just going to wait for her to kind of like pester him about anything that she's like, maybe she's looking for some sort of distinction in what he might be after or something he might be interested in. He's just going to like lean into her invitation for the walkthrough.
And so she just does. And she's genuine just excitement on her before she even realizes it. She's already stacked 5 books into your arms of varying different sculptors and artists over history. And before she's like overloads you, she probably tries to keep it around 5 or so books. And she's like, you can always come back. There's so many more. If you've ever, maybe by going through these books, you figure you prefer a certain style, and we can help you find more books about that. Maybe you have a preferred historical period of art you like. It's just so, you have a wealth of options. And she's like, as she talks, she's like, it's crazy to me. You say you love art so much, but you've never read or researched any of this stuff before. You didn't go to school for it.
No, I have not. It's mostly that I let the stone speak to me.
They have a name for people like you.
Property.
Close. Prodigy.
Oh.
I know what that means.
Is there? I was gonna say, is there a blank look on your face, or is there a recognition? Recognition.
I think there's recognition.
I don't know why you'd say no one's property. No one's property.
I'm glad that you are alive, Peggy.
There's a beat of just like, and then she's like, I'm glad I'm alive too. David? Is everything okay? Did something happen?
I was worried that that you might be in danger.
In danger for what? I mean, my blood sugar gets a little high, and I have high cholesterol that runs in my family, but I'm trying to keep, my finger on the pulse. I just love a good Nilla wafer. They're just, I can't stop eating them. It's not good for me, I know.
I'm just relieved that I was wrong.
What happened, David?
People around me have been getting hurt. Not like falling, but someone is hurting people I know.
You see her face soften as her eyes widen a little bit, and she gently puts her arm, like her hand on your arm. She's like, "Do you want to go sit down and talk about it?"
Yes.
Come on, let's do it. And she walks you back to one of the tables in the back room that you were in before when you were trying to do the daffodil blood ritual thing, dandelion. And as she sits, plastic chairs get pulled down, a plastic folding table in front of you. She pulls out a chair and pulls out the one next to that one, and she sits and she pats the chair gently. I mean, Elspeth, you're still grabbing books at this point for your initial research, but you see them walking into the back room. And as you sit down, and she's like, "So what happened?"
I am new to the city, and I do not know many people, and Elspeth and Janet have been taking care of me.
I remember you saying something like that. It took me by surprise that you were already working for him. I just thought, well, David, I just thought maybe you were just a little, part of a program or something.
I think I might be.
Have you heard of little big brothers and big sisters and all that?
No, I do not know.
Well, I thought it was something like that. Doesn't matter.
Would I be the big brother or big sister?
You'd be one of them.
I'm not sure if that is a good thing or not.
It's a good thing. Of course it's a good thing. I'm glad you have somebody with you. I'm glad you made friends. It hasn't been that long, maybe a month ago. Your first night in here, you were all alone.
How do you know if they're your friends?
It's a good question. She takes a moment and lowers the glasses as they hang from a chain around her chest, and she looks not deep in your eyes, but looks in your eyes. She's like, "I think in your heart of hearts, you just know when someone is good for you. Doesn't mean your heart can't lie to you. Sometimes it does. And when it does, it can hurt real bad. But you learn something from it. And next time, your heart knows a lie from the truth." Do you think Elspeth or this Janet is not really a friend or something? Is everything okay with them?
I think that they care for me, but I am different than them, and I do not know if I am their friend.
Well, I don't know Elspeth all that well, and to be honest, David, I'm still getting to know you.
Well,
I know you like milkshakes.
I do like milkshakes. They are.
And now I know you're an artist, and I know you're, a young man who's new to this place, and you seem a little aimless, a little naive. Where are you from, David? If you don't mind me asking. I'm from North Smithfield. That's where I was born, raised, grew up.
I am from here. You could say that I was raised under a rock.
Is that what you mean by you saying you're new to here?
Yes.
Sheltered, homeschooled?
Something like that, yes.
My nephew is homeschooled, and he's kind of a weird little adult. It's okay.
I am grateful to you, and I do not think that I fully expressed why. And
She just gives you a warm smile, but go ahead.
It is because you gave me something with my name on it.
Well, that's a low bar, sweetheart.
Like, you put my name into a system meant for ordinary people and expected me to come back. And that meant that I am allowed to be here.
Of course, the library is open to everybody. It's for everybody. This should be a safe place, a place you can come to relax and unwind. Disappear into a good book. Reading is sexy, and she just gestures to her sweater.
It made me feel expected and like I belonged.
Well, if it makes you feel better, and she leans forward and puts her hand on you again, I'll always expect you every night here. And even if you don't show up, I won't be disappointed. But when you do, it'll be like I've always been waiting for you.
I know it sounds silly, Peggy, but I think that meant more to me than it probably should have.
And, you know, as you're saying that, she shakes her head and, like, almost like to stop you. And she's like, it's not about that. You're good company and you're a good kid. I may not know you all that well, but I can tell that about you. My heart, it's not lying.
How old do you think that I am?
She looks you. She leans back and almost like chuckles very lightly. That's a funny question. If I had to guess, somewhere in your mid-20s.
What if I told you I was hundreds of years old?
She laughed. Are you a writer too?
I have written before, but I do not know if that makes me a writer.
She smiles. Well, it does. I'd say you're a funny guy.
I like being here, Peggy, and I am glad that you're happy to see me when I walk through.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I like having you here, David. And if you ever bring Janet along, I'd love to meet her too. They seem to be doing a good job at being your friend.
Is there anything that I can do to make this place better for you?
Well, you could be here more often.
But what if being here more often meant that you got hurt?
That's when, again, that softness and the warmness kind of fades. David, what is going on?
I just feel like I am being followed, and that person is hurting those near me.
Have you told somebody?
Yes.
Other than me?
I have told Elspeth and Janet, and Betty and Leon as well.
Betty and Leon, new friends? Did I meet Betty? Actually, did she meet Betty? No? Okay.
I do not know if they are my friends. Betty confuses me, and Leon does not believe in, well, really anything.
Well, how do I say this? David, you know, whatever you say to me stays here. I won't go to anybody. I promise you. I'm a safe place. What do you do for work with them?
I sculpt for Janet in her business.
Well, that's beautiful.
Janet owns the quarry, and she will be making headstones for the recently deceased.
That's beautiful in its own way, actually.
And Elspeth will be helping too. And I am supposed to use my talent to bring more people in.
So why do you stress so much about people near you getting hurt? I don't understand.
It's not that Elspeth or that Janet will get hurt, or even Leon or Betty. It's that regular people will get hurt. And
They
I
aren't
think
regular people?
No, we are not regular people.
Why not?
I'm just not. Look at me.
She looks at you. She's like, "You're a handsome man, but you're still just a regular person."
How many people do you meet that look like me?
Not many, but she smiles. I haven't. It's been a long time since I've worked outside the library. A lot of people don't come in.
It's probably just easiest to tell you that I am different, and you will just have to trust me.
Well, I believe that you're different, David. I believe you.
I
You're
would
not in
be
any trouble, right?
Oh, yes. Yes, I am. I am in trouble.
What? Why are you in trouble? And again, her face furrows a bit and there's worry on it.
It's hard to explain.
Do your best.
Because I think a group of people want me. They want to take me and my body.
Like a human trafficking ring? I read about them on the news sometimes.
I don't really know what that is.
It's when they steal people for their bodies.
I think
Force them to do things they don't want to do with other people.
Yes. Yes, I think that is right.
She nods. How long have they been after you? Why do you think they're after you?
Because I ran away from them with Janet and Elspeth.
Oh, is that what you mean when you were saying you were sheltered? You got away from them?
I don't really remember much before Janet and Elspeth.
That's okay. Trauma does funny things to the brain.
But they said that I am safe with them, and I
believe
trust
them.
them.
I believe them. I think they'd be very silly to come and try to steal you and make you do things with other people you wouldn't want to do. Look at you. I bet you hit real hard. Are you a solid punch? Sometimes the streets of Boston, you need to know. Throw a good right hook.
I am stronger than most people are, I believe.
Oh, I believe it. Elspeth already, does she know about these people?
Yes, she does.
Good, good.
She is protecting me.
Good.
And she is also young like me, but I believe that she is more capable than most.
Yeah, you're both young. You look good together. Not like that, but you know what I mean.
I love Elle. She is family.
Good. It's good to have someone like that, looking out for your best interests. I'm sorry you went through whatever you went through, David.
Don't worry for me. I am worrying for you.
Don't worry for me. I don't think the traffickers want me. I mean, she looks down at herself.
If something strange happens that's out of the ordinary or that makes you uncomfortable, would you please come to the quarry?
Sure, but you should also go to the police.
I understand. I also understand from what Janet has told me that there is only so much that the police can do.
I mean, that's true. But yes, I'll come find you. You said in the quarry?
In the quarry, yes.
During business hours?
It is open. I don't know how long it is open.
I imagine you have business cards. We've
Yeah.
had cards made if you wanted to hand her one, David.
And David will probably like pull out his wad of cash with the business cards and just kind of offer her business cards with.
Yep, she takes a business card and leaves the rest to you. Now, why don't we just get these books? I'll come check you out in the front. Maybe Elspeth's probably done looking.
I'd like that. Thank you.
Of course. Come on, let's go. She puts her hand on your back as she stands up. And Elle, as you're out there you got your final books. As she walks up, she's like, Elle, right? You mind if I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, sure. I give a look to David and
David's
go
probably just
over.
walking up to he gives you a thumbs up. Like, so, did you find everything you were looking for? As she walks you maybe like to the back.
Oh yeah, just a couple of follow-up books I wanted to skim through, but yeah, I'm all good.
Good. Me and David had a bit of a chat. I'm sure you saw us walk to the back room. I was just curious. He said a few things, and I was just curious about it. What exactly do you guys do? Something about tombstones?
Yeah, we craft some and put some together, investing in a quarry business. Yeah.
Well, David told me about where he came from.
Where he came from.
Why he's here in the city and how come it's hard for him to kind of fit in.
Yeah. It's been difficult for David, but
He says you're protecting him.
yeah. I'm protecting him. Yes, it's a little thing we do, because I think he's just a little, afraid of the world.
Well, coming for what he was doing before, I can imagine. And they said that they were still looking for him.
That they were still looking for him?
Yeah. You don't know
Yeah,
the human traffickers.
the human traffickers.
He said people are looking for him for his body. Yeah. Is Dave now? There's a moment now. Clearly, Elspeth's struggling in this moment.
Caught off guard. But
Is
she
that-
takes.
Did David make up a little story?
Oh, God. It's
Elspeth, I know she's not like acting exactly like you are right now, Tracy, but I imagine there is internally.
Oh,
that is-
definitely.
she's just like,
I don't think Elspeth no, she's not good at this kind of like charisma is not her
Sure.
strong suit.
What does she say?
So yes, the human, oh my gosh. Usually we try not to talk about these things with people because it brings
he
up.
said he was really worried that I might get hurt because I know him,
Oh,
which is
yeah.
very, I'm very earnest of him, but I reassured him they probably wouldn't want me.
I'm
Is he
I'm
seeing
sorry.
Is he seeing a therapist?
Not currently. He probably should be though. Yes.
I could recommend one that my daughter goes to see. He's absolutely wonderful. I think he would just maybe he's very trauma related, very.
Yeah, that would be
You want me to
great.
get you his number? I'll get you his number. Hang on a second. And you're like, that's great. But as you're saying that, she's getting up already and she's walking to the front, walks by David for a minute, leaving you sitting there for a moment. And she's like, I'll be right with you, David. Me and Elle are just having a great little conversation. I'll write this phone number down. And she writes something down on like a sticky note and then walks back into the back table. She folds it and just kind of hands it to you. Give her a call. Her name is Suzanne. And I think David would do really well with her.
I really appreciate this, Peggy. Thank you. Look, I just want you to know, thank you for befriending David. He really looks up to you, and as you can see, he doesn't make a lot of friends.
She smiles. She's like, I think anyone who takes a moment to talk to David would instantly see he's a very sweet, innocent man. And I'm glad he came into the library, and I'm glad he likes to read so much.
Yes. You're
And I'm
so
glad
right.
He has someone like you, and she reaches forward and like clasps your hand in hers, and she's like, "I'm so glad he has someone like you looking out for him."
I appreciate that, really.
And I told him, and I'll tell you too, this place is obviously always safe. You're always welcome, but if anything bad happens, might I recommend going to the police? I am, your sacred. Whatever you say to me stays here. I don't want to intrude or nothing on your personal space or boundaries, but. If they come knocking where these people were, looking for him in his body,
No,
maybe the cops can help.
I agree. That is the next course of action for sure. So thank you, Peggy. I appreciate it.
Of course. Let's get you all checked out of here.
Yes.
As
We need to go.
Peggy leaves and goes out, I'm leaving the camera lingering on Elspeth. As soon as she leaves, I imagine there's just like stress, relieving as you're getting up and you're just shaking your head. And as you're making your way up front, there's David sitting at the front with his pile of books. And she quickly goes through them all. She's like, they're due back in about a couple of weeks, but as long as you need them, don't worry about it. Nobody really checks these out anyway.
Thank you,
and
Peggy.
she, of course. And if you end up, last time you brought me a milkshake, if you ever bring me a milkshake again, I love strawberry.
Peggy likes strawberry milkshakes. I've never had a strawberry milkshake. I will get both of us one.
Sounds like a wonderful time. Have a great night, the rest of you. Try not to cause too much trouble. And she, kind of slides your books over to hand them to you. And she takes a big sip out of her big coffee mug. And you make your way into the car. Hi. What's up, bud? All right, my cat's wowing at me.
David, did you talk to Peggy about our current situation?
Peggy asked me a lot of questions about me.
And you felt inclined to tell her about you being hunted and people are after you and that she might be in danger. And
I just told her that I was worried for her, that someone was pursuing me. And she asked if it was human traffickers, and I didn't know what that meant, but she said it was someone that wanted me for my body. And I think that is pretty close.
I see. That's how that conclusion came. Yes, David, we should be careful with who we tell these things because it gets people suspicious. And Peggy seems like very nice, but there's a chance if she could have very easily called the police, and we could have got the police involved, and then we could have. That's when the Camarilla gets involved and Masquerade and all that stuff. So it can spiral very quickly, is what I'm trying to say. So I wouldn't delve too deep into information with people outside of our circle.
I didn't reveal anything about our lives. Just that I may have been in trouble and I was worried for her.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If she took that very, very seriously, she could have done something. If you mentioned human trafficking, that's technically a crime. Or not technically, it actually is a crime. And so
Elle, I cannot lie.
I know. And this is...
It makes me upset because I see how easy it is for everyone else to lie, and I cannot. It does not make sense to my mind.
It is unfortunate because that's kind of the life we live. The unlife we live that people can't know about. So sometimes we have to lie so that we don't get in trouble.
The nicest people are those that are not like us.
Yeah.
Hey,
Unfortunately.
Roman's pretty nice. Roman's pretty good. You know?
But we can be good people. Despite everything. Despite the fact that we have to lie to mortals. We can still be good people, or at least try to be. Look at Roman. He's helping Thin Bloods get through the country. That's a good Samaritan deed that he does not have to be a part of. Janet is helping us. That's something she could have kicked us to the curb after our first job together. That's us trying to be good people. Despite having to lie and sometimes drink from people's necks or wrists.
We live with them in synchronicity. We constantly bring to them, and we take from them. I offer nothing but danger to Peggy, yet she consistently welcomes me with open arms.
It's good to have those people around. It's like my grandmother. But even my grandmother, I can't be fully up. I can't tell her the truth of what I am, or that I might be in danger, or that she might be in danger, because...
Elspeth, she will learn. You
Maybe.
will never change, and she will watch that happen.
Yes. And eventually that does... I don't want to think about it right now, but eventually that will... I'm just hoping that she... she's old, so I might just be able to spend my last years with her. And we won't have to worry about that. But yes, that does happen for some people. And yes, people have to lie when this happens. You have to fake your death. You have to leave town. You have to get a new identity. It's part of
Why do we have to hide?
Because if we go around telling people that we drink their bloods to sustain our living, they would probably kill us. And they have, those who know. They're called hunters, and they're not great. They are our predator. We're the predators. They hunt us. It's not good. We're not the top of the food chain.
So then do they hunt us because we need their blood?
Because people would perceive that as bad, yes. Very bad.
But what if I do not feed on the blood of man?
Not all of us do, and not all of us want to. So just because you do doesn't mean Mr. Vampire Next Door will do that.
Elle, I am struggling with this because I keep
It's a struggle.
being told that I have to act a certain way and I have to fit in to a puzzle where my piece is not accepted. And I am expected to be this way, but I cannot pretend to be something that I am not.
We all have these same questions when we are first embraced. I had it for a while too, and thankfully Annika guided me. And I know you don't really have anybody to guide you except us.
Annika
It is
has the
hard.
most information about me, and she will not share anything with me.
I know. Me either, and she's my sire. I have a lot of questions too.
I don't want any harm to come to Peggy, and I realize that every time I come into contact with her, I increase that chance. But she is the first
Perhaps.
person that made me feel like I was accepted and not just a tool or a weapon or an asset.
I know. It doesn't mean you have to stop seeing Peggy or being around Peggy or just visiting her from afar. I think that's important. I just be wary of things you tell her.
Do I
is
tread
really
that closely to the line?
to which line?
The line of safety?
A little bit. Yeah. Oh, actually a lot of it. You're different and you don't blend in as well with the rest of us. And yes, there is somebody hunting you or following you and executing people that you associate with. So I don't know. It's you toe a line, but that doesn't mean you have to I don't know. You don't have to completely become a cloister.
I don't want that.
No.
I don't want to hide, and I already have things to shield, and it's not me. I have to protect you, and I have to protect Janet. Janet is still strong. She's very strong. You're both very strong.
Yeah. I guess so.
I just don't know if I am built for hiding. And if that is the life that I am supposed to live, then perhaps I should find my box.
You know, my bloodline, generations ago, they did live pretty cloistered lives. They literally lived in caves and underground in Cappadocia, studying, and their appearance was so corpse-like that they actually really couldn't go outside much. So, and it didn't seem so bad for them. They studied and just became like monks in monasteries. That might be, you know, that sounds great to me. I'm just saying there's a bright side to everything.
Is it safer that you offer the same information that I offer to Peggy than the information that you offer to Roman?
I'm trying to translate your question, David.
Peggy will do nothing with what she knows about me. But Roman is a kindred like us. He is not of our clan, or our ilk, or coterie. And he may have affectations and personal romantic stock in you. But is he not more dangerous than Peggy is?
You make a good point. He could be. He could one day betray us all. That.
Then why am I the only one getting warned about who I talk to?
Because, well, the only difference here is that talking to a mortal is definitely a masquerade breach. Talking to another kindred about secrets has its own risks. Look, I hear you. I hear you, David. I get what you're saying.
I cannot walk this world without talking to them. They outnumber us hundreds, if not thousands, to one.
Yes, but that doesn't mean you have to tell them I'm in danger and might be human trafficked.
I said that she was in danger. And I told her that if she felt like she was in danger or that anything strange happened, that she should come to the quarry. And I was told that I shouldn't do anything about Liz either. And when I helped Liz, I was warned and told that what I did was potentially a bad thing, but I helped Liz as well. Do you not risk the same thing whenever you speak to your grandmother?
There's always risks with everything. You're right.
Peggy means something to me. And I don't know what yet.
Okay. I get it. I won't argue with that. Just be careful is all I can say.
I never want to argue with you, Elle. I just want to understand.
I know. And sometimes we do things because we feel a certain way. And you felt a certain way that you had to tell Peggy that she was in danger.
I was afraid for Peggy. But if I'm being honest with you, Elle, I was afraid for me. Because if something were to happen to Peggy, I may lose myself.
I know.
I don't want to be what I was potentially designed to be.
Yeah. I know. I don't want you to lose Peggy either.
Should we head back to see Janet?
Yes, we should. We had a busy little excursion. Let's head back.
Thank you for listening to me.
Of course. Of course. I'm always happy to listen.
And as the car drives off on the road, and we fade over to the quarry, for a moment we sit at the front gates as your car pulls up. And as it does, it illuminates a figure that actually stands on the other side of the gates, having just arrived moments before you, Elspeth and David. Arturo. He stands on the other side of the gates, and Janet, you would be the first one to greet him, obviously, and you would just hear the words, "Darling, it has so much potential." And with a bright smile, looking around at the quarry, he gestures for you to unlock it. I imagine you do, Janet. And as he does, he goes, "Well, it's been a busy night. I have good news and bad news. Where shall we sit?"
Well, unfortunately, there's only one place to sit, but the office is finally ready, so.
And as you gesture, as you walk him in, and he walks in the office, all of you probably congregate. And as you file your way in, he goes, "Before I start, just know there should be a Tremere representative here in about 15 minutes. Shall we?" And with that smile, we fade to black. And we'll be back next time with another episode. Next week, it'll be myself, Maggie, and Josh. Probably just the three of us, maybe Bub, maybe
double
not,
trouble.
but probably just the two of them. We'll have a nice little duo episode there. Week after that, I think we're all going to end up taking off due to scheduling stuff, and then back after that. So with that all said, thank you guys so much for watching, for your support, and we'll see you next time.